Hello, 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 Barça Live fans. How are you doing? It's match day 7 in La Liga, and we are facing Getafe at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. It's going to be a tough game, as it always is against Getafe. But hey, we've won all 6 of our games in La Liga. They have won none. So, I mean, going by that standard, well, let's hope we can get our 7th win out of 7 games and stay at the top of the table, 4 points ahead of everyone else. Right, lineups are out. Let's go straight to Montjuic. Marc Brau.
Hi Robert, good evening from Montjuic. Finally, we are at home after 25 days playing away. After the last game played here, it was against Valladolid in the last day of August. It's been a long time since we played in front of our fans, so today it's a special day, and we hope that Barça today will win the 7th consecutive game in the league. For the moment, 18 points over 18 possibles. So for the moment, incredible league what the team is doing in the national competition. Let's take a look at the lineup. Today is very special because today will be the first game without our captain, Marc-André ter Stegen, at the goal. It was a great afternoon in Villarreal with the win 5-1 against Villarreal, but of course it was a sad day because we lost our captain due to the injury. So a big hug for Marc-André ter Stegen. So let's go with the lineup. 4 changes for today, for the game between Barça and Getafe. For the first time this season, Iñaki Peña will start at the goal with 4 players up the lag. Alejandro Balde, our left back, will play again today from the start with Jules Koundé in the right back position. And today, centre backs Íñigo Martínez and Pau Cubarsí, who is returning again to the lineup. In the midfield position, as a holding midfielder, Eric Garcia. In front of him, Marc Casado, who is in the lineup instead of Pedri. Today, for the moment, the Canarian player will be on the bench. And Pablo Torre will play again from the start for the 2nd consecutive game. The 3 forwards, the same, one of the best players of the league. Rafinha as a left wing, today our captain. Lamine Yamal as a right wing, and our striker, again the top scorer of the league. 6 goals in 6 games, Robert Lewandowski.
Thank you very much, Marc Brau. There's Barca's lineup for you. Any surprises? Do you like it? Let us know on the live chat. Rate it from 1 to 10. 10 the highest score, 1 the lowest score. You know the drill. Joining me here in the studio, Natalie Baresi and Alexi Baceta. How are we doing?
Good, happy to be back. Hoping to keep my winning streak.
Oof. I think you'll be fine.
We're all on a winning... Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
I'm not, no.
Are you? Oh, no.
I worked for the Monaco game. You guys weren't
No,
in the
I'm on a
Monaco
winning
game.
streak so far.
How many is it for you?
I think this is a 3rd,
3 out of 3, 4 out of 4?
Yeah, I think
Nice.
so.
Let's keep it going.
Haven't
Let's
lost
keep it
yet,
going.
so.
Guys, thoughts on the lineup? Did you think Hansi Flick was going to change it up a little bit more, maybe?
You kind of... The changes are expected, really. But again, there's not many options off the benches there. So I think Casado for Pedri is kind of the biggest change, but obviously you want Pedri to rest considering the amount of minutes that he's played so far this season. So I see it as standard, really.
Natalie?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're expecting some changes, and I do like resting Pedri. He's such an important player, and we don't want him to get any injuries, especially with the never-ending injury list that Barca has right now. And I do like to see Pablo Torre getting some starting time. So I'm excited.
He definitely earned his minutes in that game against Villarreal at the weekend. What a performance by Pablo Torre in that game, giving 1 assist and scoring 1 goal. Right, on the live chat, Abby saying 10 out of 10. OS saying 7. The Collector saying 9. Rhythm 451 says an 11 out of 10. Okay. I like that. I see you. Omar going 8.5 out of 10. Nigella's going 11 as well. Godslug going 8 out of 10. Ali Nani going 10. And one last one. Let me see. Skateblock going 6.
We've got to cherish these moments. We're all positive.
Sorry?
We got to cherish the moments that we're all so positive.
Exactly.
Before the game starts.
I mean, remember all the negativity from last season. I agree on the Pedri front. I think it was good to share out minutes in midfield, let him have a little bit of rest. Maybe he can come in as an impact sub in the second half. I was expecting for some reason for Íñigo to get rested today because Cubarsí got rested at the weekend.
Yeah.
But Hansi Flick going with that pair of centre-backs at the back. And I did think in the front line there would be maybe a Pau Victor, maybe a Ferran Torres,
Yeah.
for Lamine Yamal, Rafinha and Lewandowski, but they've been performing to such a high standard. The goals are coming from
Definitely.
everywhere, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially now that Rafinha is captain, he's obviously not going to be as rested as much as usual. But yeah, I was surprised that Lewa. I think he wants to score more goals. He scored 6 out of 6, but I think he's still not scoring as much as he wants to, especially in certain games. And Lamine, I would like to see him rested, to be honest.
Natalie,
Yeah.
when we came to the end of last season and going through the summer with the transfer market, some fans and maybe media outlets were a bit worried maybe where are the goals going to come from, because Lewandowski had a slower season last season, and Lamine Yamal's only 17. Rafinha's not a born goal scorer, he's more of a facilitator, let's say. But as I say, the goals are coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they've really shut up everybody.
Yep.
They have such a great connection between the three of them this season. I mean, they've assisted each other. They've created opportunities for each other. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. They're doing fantastic, and hopefully they won't get the playing time won't affect them because their performances have been fantastic.
Well, we want to ask you guys, and I want to ask, of course, Natalie and Alex, who the key player will be for tonight's game. Who do you think will be key in tonight's performance? I went for Cazador as an option because of that battle of styles between Barça and Getafe. Getafe, a very rough team. Maybe we need the Cazador energy there in midfield, winning back the ball, but also giving it away straight away to the player who closest to him. Pablo Torre, after the performance against Villarreal, in that creative role, in that final pass role. Or Lamine Yamal, who's just an absolute genius at the age of 17. Who do you think, guys?
I think I'm going to stick with my Pablo Torre. I said it against Villarreal. I think he's thriving in that role right now, and especially when you have Casado, who's going to stay a bit back, Eric Garcia, who's also going to stay a bit back. I think it's going to be really, really involved. Most of the attack towards the middle in the last game out went through him. He facilitates space for Lamine Yamal. He's can't speak. I'm too excited about Pablo Torre. Facilitates space for Rafinha and Lewa. So I think he's going to be key. I think he's going to move the ball a lot in our attack.
Natalie?
I agree with you, but since you said that, I'll say Lamine Yamal just because he's the star boy. Every game he's impressed us. He can find such creative spaces. He has such great vision the other day. His pass to Rafinha was incredible, so I think he'll continue his streak, either scoring a goal or assisting something today.
Well, the live chat agrees with you. Daniel Games going Lamal, hey. Polish striker going Yamal. Ironically, being a Polish striker. Nathan Heath going 3 as well. Shadowblade, option 2 or 3. Hey, you have to commit to one answer. Skyblock saying Pablo Torre. Laura Gavira going Cazador. Who else have we got here? Ibrahim going Lamine Yamal. And I've got OS going Ansu. Maybe Ansu comes on in the
I would
second.
like
We're
to
still
see that.
waiting to see him.
One of the options could have been Iñaki Peña. We'll talk about him in just a little bit. But let's hear from Hansi Flick, who had a word with Marc Brau just a few minutes ago.
Next to FC Barcelona coach Hansi Flick to talk about this Barça-Getafe game. Hi, Mr. Flick. How are you? Good evening. I want to ask you first of all for the feelings to play at home finally, 25 after the last game. How is the team? Is the team excited to play again in front of our fans?
Of course. We have now every 3 day a match, and I think for a player it's always good to really to have matches to play. And I hope we are today right in shape.
4 changes in the lineup. One, of course, it has to be because it's in the goalkeeper position. But it seems that the team is with a lot of players that played a lot of games, of course, in the previous game. So this is the message that you want to give to the team: the importance of to win today.
Yes, of course. It's as I said this to the team, we want to win, so we want to follow our way and really out to play well and find solutions, good solutions, and I think we are ready for that, and the team will show it.
And the last one is, what kind of Getafe do you expect? If we take a look at the lineup, we see that they don't play with a classical 9 as a striker. Do you expect a very defensive team? Yesterday you said that you have to make very different things as you did in the last game against Villarreal.
Yeah, we will see what happens on the pitch. So we can adapt. So it's when we start the match and we see the things also how they warm up. So we will see what they are doing, and we will adapt. So the players know where are the spaces, and hopefully we use it.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much.
The words of our coach, of Hansi Flick, talking about the importance of win today, and of course, how excited is the team to play finally again here at home.
As we just saw Robert Lewandowski hit the woodwork there in the warm-up session. Hansi Flick there talking about the kind of games that he might be expecting against Getafe. Getafe, we know the style, we know the Bordalas style. There it is, the lineup right underneath me down there. I had a few questions about the Getafe lineup because there's no traditional number 9. It might be a defensive line of 5, maybe 4. We'll have to see. We'll have to see as the game plays out, as Hansi Flick said there as well. It's going to be a different one to the one we saw on Saturday against Villarreal. They are playing with David Soria in goal, Iglesias, Berrocal, Alderete and Gené at the back, with Yeyu and Luis Milla in midfield, Carlos Perez, the former Barça player, on the right, Alex Sola on the left, Carlos Alañá, the attacking midfielder, and Uche, the surprise player this season, especially match day 1 when he scored against Athletic Club, will be up front. Getafe, always a tough nut to crack.
Definitely, but obviously they haven't really gotten to the start of the season that they wanted. Haven't won a game yet. Only scored 2 goals in 6 matches, so they're not ideal. Maybe it is because they don't have a star striker like we do. But no, I think
multiple.
Obviously not the start of the season they want, but hopefully they grow into it. But I think for now, when you compare directly Barcelona versus Getafe, they're completely two opposite forms.
When you think of the last 2 games in La Liga for Barcelona, the last couple of games in La Liga for Barça, you think of Girona, you think of Villarreal. Those are teams that like to come at you. They want to have the ball. So they're going to leave themselves more exposed at the back. That is the complete opposite, I think, of what Barça can expect today with Getafe.
Yeah, I mean, Getafe's only conceded 5 goals, which is the same amount as Barça, and they're on 2 completely different ends of the league table. So they're definitely going to become very defensive, and Barca's going to have to try to find the spaces in there and break through that intense defense.
Might be important today to play wide, with Alejandro Valde making runs down the left, Lamine Yamal and Jules Koundé staying wide on the right, because it's going to be clogged up down the middle, I'm sure. Right, let's have a little round of Guess the Player as the Barca players keep warming up. There's Rafinha for you, with Jules Koundé as well. This game today is based on the stats that the players had against Villarreal last Sunday. So I want to ask you, Natalie Baresi, who the player with the most passes completed versus Villarreal was?
Most passes completed. I'm trying to guess who with that hair.
It's always the hair that gives it away.
Most
the
passes
player with
completed.
the most correct passes?
I don't even remember. I'm gonna guess. Do you know who it is?
I'm in between 2 players, but I can't really.
Did I not get any options?
No. It's one of the 16 players who played.
Okay, that narrows it down.
Yep.
I'm just gonna guess Pablo Torre.
You're going Pablo Torre. Vijay Pal going Rafinha. Omar going Koundé. Junior Moreno going Pablo. CNST going Martinez. Dark Force going Pedri. Lots of Pablo Torres here. Gouraf going Pablo Torre. Dark Force going Pablo Torre. Mike Cade going Íñigo. And that is the correct answer.
Oh.
Íñigo Martinez was the player with the most correct passes, playing from behind. Second was Jules Koundé. 70 for Íñigo, Jules Koundé 65.
Makes sense how the game went.
This one's for you, Alex.
Okay, let's see
Next one. Let's get it on our screens. Who had the most shots against Villarreal, on and off target? Which player was it?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Rafinha on that one.
Is there any particular reason?
Well, the body shape, but also the hair gives it away. See, it's always the hair. Well, yeah.
You're going
I would
with
say
Rafinha?
Rafinha. I'm going with Rafinha.
Okay, let's see. Football news going Yamal. Mina going Rafinha. ALJ going Lewandowski.
El
Joseph going
Capitan.
Rafinha. Polish striker going Rafinha. Alia going Rafinha. Barbara Quiñones going Rafinha. Jacob Prince going Rafinha. Inside Football going Rafinha. And the answer is Rafinha.
El Capi.
The new Capi.
El new Capi.
Until either De Jong or Araujo comes back.
Hopefully soon. But you know what? I was going to say I respect Rafinha as captain because you saw he defended our players really, really well against Villarreal when Lamine Yamal got those kicks. I
Look at that sight on our bench, by the way.
that is awful.
You can almost complete a lineup of injured players. Right.
Literally.
The players huddling up, which means that we're soon going to have Marbral for the quiz, but one final guess the player. Who had the most recoveries against Villarreal? This one's for both of you.
Most recoveries.
Is that Rafinha again?
Do you think I may have gone there?
I think you have, Robert.
Could
Do
be.
you think I've been cheeky and gone for a double Rafinha?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Agelos is going Lamine. Carolina says Rafinha's captain is crazy good. Natalie, quick answer.
I'll go with Rafinha as well.
You're both going with Rafinha. The correct answer is Rafinha.
You did go there.
A double whammy
You did go
of
Tried to trick us.
Rafinha, who had quite an amazing performance against Villarreal and is having an
He
amazing
did.
season. By the way, he's going to be awarded Best Player of the month against in the game today. Before starting the game, Best Player of the
Really,
month of
really deserved.
August.
Absolutely.
And as you said, quite the captain. He
Quite, yeah,
likes
yeah.
to stand up. He stood
Yeah.
up for Lamine Yamal when he was
Yeah.
getting kicked around.
He keeps his
again.
head straight though in those situations. You know, he went up to the players, stood in his face, but not in an aggressive way. He's just like, look, why are you doing what you're doing? This is my player. Like, cut it
Yeah,
out.
very composed.
But it's a very composed captain that speaks to the rest, speaks to the players, and protects his players, and I absolutely love it.
Right, lineup refresher. Iñaki Peña in goal. We'll talk about him in just a sec with Koundé, Kubarsi, Íñigo and Balde at the back. A midfield of two with Casado and Eric. Pablo Torre as the attacking midfielder. Lamine on the right, Rafinha on the left. Lewandowski up front. And of course, if you just landed on planet Earth, you missed the news that Ter Stegen got injured against Villarreal, an injury that will keep him out of the team for the rest of the season. We wish him the best of recoveries. Very, very sad news for Barca. Very bad news for Barca to lose one of our captains, our first captain, and the best keeper
In the
we've had
world
for,
right now,
for
I
years
think.
now. Iñaki Peña, a complicated position for him to be in, especially coming on in that game against Villarreal.
Yeah.
You're always expected to be ready as the second keeper,
But you can never be quite ready.
but you can never be quite ready.
No, not at all. I think he did well against Villarreal, but I think you could see his doubts. I don't know whether that was because he came in cold or just in general. Obviously, you know, you're filling in the captain's shoes. You're filling in, you know, Ter Stegen. Outside of Barcelona, he's probably the best keeper in the world right now. And you're filling in big shoes and a big pressure in a team where the keepers is such an important role as well. Especially against, you know, these deep blocks, maybe having that keeper going forward is much more important in the games. You know, you take up space, but also I think the biggest loss, and I want to see Iñaki Peña, you know, play a lot more to get that, but Ter Stegen's reaction saves, I think, is what have saved us a lot in a lot of moments in a lot of games. And you're losing that, and I'm quite curious to see if Iñaki Peña can kind of keep up, you know, those moments of salvation for us, which I think is going to be quite important. But I think his confidence needs to be bigger than maybe what it is,
Exactly.
you know, in the best way possible. He really needs to like step it up and not be scared. And I think maybe that's why, you know, Íñigo Martínez is starting, because you don't have that
Maybe.
voice and back line yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I hadn't accounted for that as a matter of fact, that Iñaki, first start of the season for him, maybe he needs the veteran experience.
Yeah.
The centre back who's had the most minutes in
Is
La Liga
yeah.
so far to help him command that defence. No doubt, Natalie, that it's a complicated situation to come into.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden Ter Stegen's out for 8 months, and you're like, okay, you have to play now, and maybe he'll come on and he'll be amazing, or maybe he'll get nervous and it won't work out. But he has to, like you said, come on and be overconfident if he can, and just try to react as well as possible. Have faith in his defenders, which luckily he has very experienced defenders with him that are performing very well. He needs to just be able to react well and trust his team. and also hope that Getafe doesn't try to attack very much today.
There's a comment here from Peppa the Cat saying, the issue is Peña hasn't played so often, so he isn't going to be as confident. He might be really good, but he's going to need the experience. He's going to need
Definitely.
the
He needs
minutes.
time.
He's gonna
Yeah,
need
yeah,
minutes.
definitely.
And confidence will come with minutes. Right, Marbrau was busy otherwise. He was otherwise engaged during this warm-up, but we can now go to him for the pre-game quiz. Mark.
Yeah, I have to say that I'm very close from big sports of the America's Cup of sailing. So here it's Peter Building from the Team New Zealand and Sylvia Mas, a Catalan racer to will has the American's Cup in the women's team. So a young girl here from Barcelona. The other one, Peter Building, he won 3 Olympic medals. So he's a sports legend. So we talked with him. So maybe tomorrow we can listen to him. So yeah, I have some questions for you. We have to do it very quickly, but I think for today it's very interesting. For me, it's not a problem, Natalie. So let's go. Let's go. You said something. So the first question is for you. So I want to know, of course, questions about Barça Getafe. I want to know, how many goals has Lewandowski scored against Getafe in his career? 0 goals, 1 goal, or 3? Remember that Lewandowski is the top scorer of this season. So let's go, Natalie, and of course, Barça Live fans, you can follow with us.
I'm going to say 1 goal.
Just say 1 goal. Let's give some seconds to the fans to say. And the answer is no goals. No goals. It's not on the list. It's not on the list. So maybe tonight.
I had more faith in
could
him.
be a good day.
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight could be a good day
Tonight.
to start scoring against Getafe. Let's go with the second one. The second one is it's to you, Robert. Alex today will be the last one. So the second one is to you, Robert. I think it's a little bit difficult. So last season, Barça, it was a 0-0 draw against Getafe, the same that happened in that stadium in the last seasons. But I want to know who scored the first goal against Getafe here at Montjuic. Barça won that game 4-0. So the first goal was scored by Rafinha, De Jong, or Pedri, Robert?
I have to be 100% honest.
You don't know.
I have no recollection of that game, and I was probably working for it. I remember the 0-0 with the non-penalty on Gavi Araujo towards the end, that the first controversial call of the season. The 4-0, no idea, so I'm going to go Rafinha.
So I don't know if you knew before the answer, but yes, it was Rafinha.
Wow.
It was
Spot
Rafinha.
on, Robert.
The first
Impressive.
goal. I have to say that day, the second goal was scored by João Felix. Today he's playing with Chelsea.
And then it was Frankie de Jong.
Was scored for Frankie de Jong, and the last one was scored by Fermin. Fermin scored the last goal that day between Barça and Getafe. So, Alex, let's go with some history lessons. History lessons for you today.
I just saw it too.
I think that every Barça fan remember one big goal against Getafe.
Think of the jerseys.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Alex Ibaceta,
I'm
when
so bad
did
with
Leo
these.
Messi? When did Leo Messi score the awesome goal against Getafe? It was in 2006, in 2007, or
I'm so bad with these.
2008.
I know he had his long hair lush in the wind when he was running from the midfield.
He's wearing number 19 as well.
He was. I know this. I'm so bad with these. So bad.
Come on, Barça Live fans, you can comment in our chat and
I
try
have to
to
say on
help
the live
Alex.
chat, almost everyone's got it correct.
I know. I should definitely know this. I know the goal. I just don't know the year.
You have 3 options. 3 options, Alex.
2007?
Which one?
7?
7?
Good answer, Alex. You have good
Yay.
memories for there.
Well done.
It was 2006-2007 season, but it was in 2007 when Leo Messi scored that Maradonian goal. Maybe today another young player could score another incredible goal.
Pablo
I don't want to
Torre,
say the
vamos.
name. Pablo Torre, Lamine Yamal. We have a lot of players. So we don't have a lot of time, but I think that we have enough time, just 2 minutes, to explain the secret numbers. The last game against Villarreal, I said I will try to put the same number, the same that I did in Villarreal. That day was the number 5, but against Getafe, it has to be 0. But I want to put zeros in my secret numbers. So my secret numbers for today are 8, 6, and 5. These are my secret numbers for today's game, and I think it's very interesting. Try to analyzing what those numbers are. Number 8 is the number of different scorers we have this season. With the goal of Pablo Torre, this season, 8 players scored different goals. So I think that it's a great stat just to know how many players are scoring in this season in over Hansi Flick's team. 6 is the number of wins at home against Getafe in a row. So the last 6 games played at home against Getafe, it was a victory. It's not the same that happened in Getafe with 5 consecutive games without winning in Madrid, but fortunately we play at home today. And the last number is number 5, maybe it's my number. 5 is number of conceded goals this season in La Liga by Barça, but of course by Getafe. So we have to take care about this, that Getafe usually don't score a lot of goals, but they don't receive, of course, a lot of goals. And I said that it's my secret numbers because my guess score today, my prediction is 5-0 for Barça. I don't know if I'm very optimistic. I don't know if I'm very optimistic for today, but I think that Barça today will win 5-0. So today, speed quiz and speed secret numbers. I have to go to my position. A lot of surprises are going to happen here. We're going to follow live here in Barça 1. So bye, guys. We'll listen in a while.
Thank you very much, Marc Brau. A speedy round of the game quiz and a speedy round of secret numbers. A 5-0 prediction. Mine is 4-0. We're both going for quite a few goals, and you guys have also got optimistic outcomes for this game.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to be, don't you? We scored, I think it was 19 goals in 6 games so far. So,
and in the first 3, we only scored like 2 in each.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then we did a 7-0,
yeah,
as you do. I'm confident that we'll score. I'm a bit pessimistic on the. I did 1. Mainly because
we're giving away 1.
I spoke about this with our amazing makeup artist, with Tanya. We spoke about it, and she convinced me on the 4-1. So
okay,
I think I'm going to go for that.
Give us your score predictions on the live chat as well. I'll read some of them out. They're already coming in. Let's see. Where are we? Ibrahim Afellay. Is he watching?
Oh, wow. Hey.
4-1. Where are we? Laura Gavida going 4-0. Saujania going 4-1. OSK going 6-1. Remember that in the last game someone went 7-0 and we were like,
nah.
A bit too ambitious, and then we win 5-1.
Could have easily happened.
Alaina saying, Yamal on fire. Carolina says, I'm not optimistic today, and I truly hope I am wrong. My prediction is 3-2 to us. Well, it's optimistic enough. We're winning.
It's a win.
We're still scoring 3.
Minal Mansion going 5-1. Alia going 3-0. Ariane going 4-1. Let's see, let me find one more. Shadowblade 4-0. Leandro 3-0. Daniela Martinez 5-1. So general optimism, and I think there is a reason to be optimistic for this game, seeing the level of performance of this team, proving that the Monaco thing was just a hiccup and that it's very difficult to play for 80 minutes with 10 men.
Definitely. I think that says it all for itself. I think we saw it again. We experienced that, unfortunately, against PSG last season. There's just so much that you can do playing with 10 men against a team who's attacking and playing really, really well. We saw that at Monaco. We scored after, the red cards, but there's only so much that you can do when the teams are constantly putting on the back foot. We're all these players. Literally, I trust every single one of them. Iñaki, I'm gonna give him my trust because I do trust him. But on the attacking front, I think there's no way that we don't score more than 2 goals today.
Right, the Barca players are on the pitch wearing a shirt that says. What did it say? It's a message to Ter Stegen, and I can't remember. It said it both in Catalan and German.
It said something.
I was going to say it. I absolutely forgot. Right, 2 minutes remaining until the start of the game. This is Barca's starting lineup for tonight. Iñaki Peña in the place of the injured Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, with Koundé, Kouarsi, Íñigo Martínez, and Balde at the back. 2 in midfield, Eric and Cazador. The attacking midfielder is Pablo Torre, Lamine Yamal on the right, Rafinha on the left, and up front will be Robert Lewandowski. Give us your thoughts on that lineup on the live chat. Quick thought, Alex.
I'm ready. I'm happy. 10 out of 10.
Natalie.
Hoping for a clean sheet.
I am hoping for that as well, in a master performance by Iñaki Peña. Or maybe he doesn't even have to intervene at all. That would be
exactly. Let the defense do all the work.
That's ideal.
Right, guys, we are 1 minute, 10 seconds away. You know what I like to do before the game starts? I like to turn on my TV so that I can watch it. There you go. There you go. Ambilight, one of the main sponsors of Football Club Barcelona. Right before this game starts, Barça Getafe, match day 7 in La Liga. We're 6 out of 6 in La Liga. Can we make it 7 out of 7? I think so.
Yes.
Yes. You have to say yes.
Yeah.
You have to. I think there's no way that we don't win this.
Yeah, no offense to Getafe, they are pretty bottom of the
Yeah.
table. So in theory, this should be a pretty easy match.
Yeah. We have this. Again, I don't think we're not going to score less than 2 goals. And conceding, because Getafe are probably going to play low block, it does give them less opportunities to score. And again, they haven't scored much. They haven't conceded much, but that is mainly because of style play. So I'm confident.
Well, the members of the America's Cup are going to do the, what do you call it? The sacada de honor before the game. There we go.
The kick of honor?
The kick of honor. Thank you very much, Alex. The kick of honor there before the game starts. And if I'm not mistaken, there is an award coming for Rafinha as well before the start of this game. There is our Pichichi of La Liga and our injured players. Rafinha,
Captain.
the award for Player of the Month of August. Round of applause. Round of applause on the live chat, people,
Yes.
for Rafinha wearing the captain's armband today. There you go. Round of applause. And let's cut it here. Let's cut it here. And the game is about to start. I want those applauses for our captain on the live chat.
Okay.
Applause emojis. Marbrau.
How are you guys? How are you?
We're fine.
Lot of things at the beginning of the game. I promised you that we will have some surprises. Peter Building, one of the legends of the sailing Olympic Games. Incredible. 3 medals he won in the past and is one of our guests today, the same as Silvia Mas. So kick of honor made by him. And I think that it was special for Rafinha to receive this MVP. We knew it before. Last week he won that award. So it's good for him. And now the game is about to start. And what is happening? Do you see in the image?
Wait, I just saw it. that was.
I think that is the best way to know what kind of game Getafe.
No, what kind of game we're expecting
today. So Robert, explain well. You will do it better than me.
Right, so Getafe kicked the game off. They got the initial kick. The ball was lifted up in the air and they booted it right up into the sky of Barcelona. The ball fell into Iñaki Peña's box and Barca started from there.
And
how
here
about
we go.
that?
That's, I think that literally sums it up how this is going to go. Essentially.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So from what I see on the pitch, it's more like a 4-1-3-1.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
I don't know if it even makes sense what I was saying. No, I was
tried.
missing a player. We'll have to see. Getafe in possession here. Let's see if Barca can get off to a good start. It was one of the keys in previous games. I like how we started against Villarreal. I like how we started against Girona.
Yeah.
But we give away a corner initially with Íñigo Martínez clearing away the Carlos Pérez cross. A couple of former Barca players on the pitch, Marau.
Yeah, Carlos Pérez and Aleñá, there were important players from La Masia. Remember that Aleñá scored a goal in the first game he played against Hércules. It was in 2016. And Carlos Pérez did the same. The first official game for him, it was at Camp Nou against Betis in 2019. He scored. So both players scored in their first official game.
Let's see. Getafe have a corner kick.
Tying the shoelace.
There is a Barca player tying up his
lot of players in the far post.
Come on, Kubarsi.
Kubarsi.
But have you seen what is happening right now, of course, against Getafe? It's a little bit bizarre, this team. So all the players are in the far post.
Yeah.
And the corner kick was directly to the near post. I don't understand nothing.
Well, it was the last tactic for you there.
Don't think too hard, Mark.
Incoming cross. Rafinha heads it up in the air. Can Barca run the counter? See, well, let's try and clear her first. Koundé battling there with Uche. And Getafe have come out energetic into this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Throw in for is it Getafe?
I think it's ours.
Whoa! Hey
What's
there!
that?
You're not gonna ask my opinion?
No.
Mannequin! You're back!
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Look,
Oh my God.
I know that I don't come every game, but I gotta tell you something, man. I love these games. Getafe grinding it out. They almost looked like my brethren out there, you know, those mannequins. I'm going manita, even though I don't have any manitas. 5-0, 5.
That sounded an awful lot like that guy on our screens there, like Spencer Siegel, who is absent today. He preferred to go to Montilivi. He preferred to go to
course he
Montilivi
did.
there.
And what happened in Montilivi, Robert?
Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know.
I know.
What happened? Did they lose?
0-0.
Hola.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Exciting stuff.
It's they're not off to the
Girona result.
No, they're not off to a good start to the season, are they?
No, they put together a couple of consecutive wins, but since coming back from the international break, it's not really worked out. How things would have changed though for them
Yeah.
if they hadn't have let that late goal in against PSG. I think morale, confidence-wise,
Yeah.
it changes so much, doesn't it?
It does.
It's one little detail.
It does, but it was meant to do the same for us, to be honest.
Yeah.
Between international break and then obviously the Monaco game, you expected that to happen to us, and it hasn't. So I'm happy for that. But it is so easy to kind of just demoralize yourself from confidence. Oh,
First goal coming. Here is Lamine Yamal. The cross deflected. It's picked up by Pablo Torre. Lewandowski trying to shoot. Shot blocked. And that was the first chance for Barca. I think we should get the question on our screens right now. Who's going to score the first goal for Barca? Because it might be coming soon. Who will score the first goal? Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha, or do you think it's going to be someone else, Alex?
I'm going to go for Lewa. I'm going to do it. I trust Lewa. I think he's
I was going to say the same thing. Same answers.
Well,
I'm
it's
stealing
gonna
all
be
your
a unanimous
answers.
response then, because I am going Lewandowski as well. He's never scored against Getafe, so I'm going Lewandowski as well. He's on a roll. I think we might even. It might be a hat-trick night. Marbrau, who's going to score the first goal for Barca?
Hat-trick.
I'm with Lewandowski because of you said.
Okay.
He never scored. He never scored against Getafe, and today has to be the first day.
Or maybe at this set piece that we've got right now, incoming cross from the left, it might be Kubarsi.
Oh,
No, we played it short. Incoming cross now. There was waiting. And now Getafe trying to run here, but they lost the ball. Let me see what the fans were saying on the live chat. Who do they feel will score the first goal for this game? Let's see, who's going to score the first goal? Option 2.
Lamine Yamal.
Option 2 was Lewandowski, right?
Yeah.
Shukrani says Lewandowski. Lars Mertens says 3.
Look,
Rafinha.
there we go.
Speaking of the devil.
Setting it up on the edge of the box. Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre with a shot blocked.
It's offside. But we have to say that, just a tactical opinion, that Getafe is very defensive, but not because they put the defense very low.
No.
It's because they have all the lines very close, and they pressure a lot, and they lost a lot of time. But the defensive line is very high usually.
Yeah.
So maybe it's one of the matters, because Barca will try today to put a lot of long balls. But I think that the secret for today is try to not to be in this trick. They want to catch us in this trick, just to try to cut the rhythm. So Barca will have to think better.
Well, at the moment, I'm liking Barca's rhythm. Here is Rafinha driving forward a bit too long, and Alderete comes across and clears. Marbrau was talking about Getafe. One of the things I've enjoyed the most at the beginning of the season is the sweet irony of Bordalás complaining about Sevilla wasting time.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, I was watching that at home and just smiling.
You just kind of have to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Remember that today Bordalás is not on the bench.
Yeah.
He's suspended. He received a red card in the game against Betis. He was suspended for 2 games, so for the moment. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he traveled to Barcelona, but I don't see him.
I imagine he wouldn't.
Yeah, imagine.
The rare bad pass of Pau Cubarsí there has ended up in Barca losing the ball. The ball went out for a Getafe throw-in, and they are taking their time with those throws. They're in no rush at all.
Absolutely none. This is how they don't concede any.
Which I would say is a good way to approach life, with no rush at all. But when you're playing football, maybe, I mean, un poco de ritmo, un poco de salsa.
I think they'd be fine with a 0-0 final score.
Oh,
but
they would absolutely sign
we
for
are
it.
not.
Oh, careful, Carlos Perez feeding it out wide. In coming cross at the far post is Alex Sola. Alex Sola with the shot blocked by Koundé. Let's see if Lamine Yamal can keep it in. Lamine Yamal knocked over by Sola. No foul, says the referee. Incoming cross, the header, and Peña saves it. Iñaki Peña saves on the line. Vamos, Iñaki.
Okay.
There you go.
Very
That
close
can,
to the line.
If there was any pressure there, there you go.
There you go.
Iñaki Peña.
Go on. I think that's good for his confidence
another
level.
Yeah.
Start off like that.
Oh.
There you go.
Just keep doing it, Robert, over
I'll
and
keep
over
doing
again
that. See, see if
until
we
you
can
get
it
there.
again.
Oh.
There you go.
Those reflexes.
The reflexes there of our goalkeeper. And Iñaki Peña, a great way to
To kind of wake
build
up
confidence.
and yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You know, I think it's that first big save that you have to get out of the way. And I think that came at the right moment, 8 minutes in, and you got that out of the way.
Yeah, he's probably nervous for sure, but that definitely will make him feel better.
Zuche offside there on the left-hand side. I mean, Getafe not shy.
No, they're
attacking
finding,
here. I mean,
yeah.
it's surprising here at the beginning of the game. Barca need to stay.
Olelewa.
Lewandowski and speeding away.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Go to Rafinha,
Now
there you go.
giving it to
Epa,
Rafinha.
epa.
Rafinha, Lewandowski knocked over
Look,
in midfield.
there's
there.
probably like 10 Getafe players and there's like 2 Barcelona
Yeah.
players right now.
Did you
so-
see the run by, like the touch and the
Yeah,
how
that
Lewandowski
touch.
got away
It
there?
was like a little cheeky heel
Yeah,
into space and then he was able to run onto the ball.
very cheeky. Is Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side, moving the ball around. Quick touch with Eric. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Lamine. Out wide.
Hey.
Tackle
Lamine
by-
Yamal knocked over,
Yeah, it's
and here it starts.
a tackle by Yayo Santiago that I have to say that he just said sorry to Lamine. I think it's good for Getafe player.
Oh, that's
You
so
don't ask
late.
me about the referee today, Robert.
No.
You don't ask me. Pablo González Fuertes. Well,
Leave it at that, Mark. Leave it at that. Leave it at that.
but it's not for the reasons that people can think about. It's not that they did something to us. No, it's because it's the level. You will know what level. It's the
Okay,
level.
we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Barca have a set piece. I was going to say Getafe picking it up where Villarreal left it. There goes
Oi.
Rafinha, the header! Saved
That was
by
Lewa
David
as
Soria.
well.
It was Lewandowski, but
was
I
offside.
think he was offside. He was
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Exactly. Right,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, definitely.
we're
Well.
10 minutes in. The by the way, we just saw like a Getafe player knock Lamine Yamal over that
Yeah.
style, or that may be something that's recurrent in this game, as we're seeing the replay of Iñaki Peña. The ball never went over the line. Iñaki keeping
No.
it safe there. Getafe attacking here. Alex Sola with Koundé. We've talked a little bit about the Getafe style, but since the mannequin seemed like he wanted
To say
to
something.
let us know like what his guest score. He wanted to participate in this show, so I might as well ask the mannequin, who sounds a whole lot like our colleague Spencer Siegel. Mannequin, what are your thoughts on Getafe?
You really want to know what I think about Getafe? You really want to know? It's the anti-Barça, man. It's anti-football, and we are pro-football. We love football.
Well. I mean, we don't want to make any enemies, mannequin. Calm down, mannequin. Let's go back to the game.
He's very
'cause,
passionate.
Mannequin's trying to throw
Mannequin's
hands.
come in with some strong takes.
He's trying to throw hands even though he doesn't have any.
Well, does he not?
Don't think. I don't know.
Calm down. Mannequin. Right. Barca
okay.
giving away the ball here. Carlos Perez with the
Oi.
run. Carlos Perez inside the box. The shot blocked by Balde. Good defensive effort by Alejandro Balde there. Rafinha tries to keep it in.
Ooh.
Can't do so. Oh, he does keep it in,
He
but
does.
allows Aleñá to keep playing for Getafe. And for everything that we can say about the traditional Getafe style, they have come out
They're attacking.
in attack mode.
Ole. They're
but
being
Robert,
quite confident.
It's what I said before. The Getafe is not a defensive team, but they have the lines very close. They pressure a lot. And Barca has to be very confident with the ball today. I think it's one of the key of the game, to move quickly the ball.
Okay, you talk about keys of the game. Let's ask our fans, what do you think is most important for tonight's game? 1, patience. Very patient against Getafe. It's going to be a slow grind. 2, to play wide. because Getafe are going to clog things up down the middle, so it's important to have Lamine and Koundé on the right, very wide, Balde on the left. Or, as we saw in the second half against Villarreal, shoot from outside the box. A rebound or a deflected ball can sometimes give you a goal.
I'm going to say patience. I mean, we look at now, Getafe are kind of defending in like a 4-5-1 sort of say, with a 4-4-2 when a player comes out to press our centre backs. But they're leaving, in my opinion, they're leaving a lot of space in between the lines.
Yeah.
And I think if we're patient enough, move the ball around.
Koundé gets inside the box.
Ooh.
There we go. Koundé inside pass, which is cleared away for a corner kick. Marbral, first corner kick of the game.
First corner kick of the game, and let me answer the questions. I think that play wide, as we saw in the last action about Jules Koundé. They put a lot of players inside, press a lot, and sometimes they don't have players at the wings. So today it has to be one of the keys of the game. So Rafinha, the MVP of August in La Liga, is going to kick the corner, and a lot of Barca players are outside the box. Lamine is close, but Rafinha puts to the far post. Very far.
Ryan
very far, very far, very far, very far, very far.
A little too far.
A little too far
Slightly
from
too
Rafinha. Brian Hudson says a 3 from shoot from outside the box. Matt Galumbi says 1. Patience. Colin Jason says 2 play wide. Carolina 1. Patience. Michi says 1. Patience. Oleg says 1 as well. Who else have we got here? Jacob says 1 and 3. Mixed
Patience.
responses there. Mixed
Definitely.
responses. And Genetic Trust saying, please ban spammers. I wish I could.
We'll get on that.
I'll get on that. There's a Getafe player down on the ground, Mark.
Yeah, it's number 20, Yeyo Santiago, the player who made a fault over Lamine Yamal just a few minutes before. And now it's one of the times that... do you smell this? Do you taste this? It's like that Getafe flavor now in Montjuic.
Is it time-wasting time?
Well, it seems, but Yeyo Santiago is just
He's
on the pitch.
lacing up his boots.
Taking his time.
So I don't eat nothing before the game.
I think he needs help lacing
The
his
flavor I have right now is the Getafe taste, the classical one.
Oh. We know that taste very well.
We do.
Now a Barca player down on
And
the ground.
now the referee with his level, as I said before, is just stopping because we have another player just laying on the pitch because something has happened. And
Indeed.
in the game against Getafe, everything could happen.
Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia is the player who is down, hands on face. We'll see if we get a replay here. As yet,
A little basketball play there.
Little
yes.
shoulder to the face.
Yes.
But in La Liga, you can do things over other players. Yesterday, I saw an MMA combat in Bernabeu, and nothing happened.
Some nut kicking. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Saw some of that.
Quite literally.
Should Vieira intervene? I mean, unnecessary. What Yeyu did there, but I would say no. I would say no.
Not necessary.
Okay, let's see. Inigo Martinez heading the ball away. Getafe pressing quite high here,
Yeah.
making it uncomfortable for Barca to play in their own half.
Yeah. I think that's also part of the patience, because
Oh,
let's see how long
offside
Getafe
that,
will
huh?
hold this up.
So
Okay.
pass by Uche!
That was
Offside.
offside.
Offside, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a good thing, I think it was offside, because Carlos Pérez got there before Balde, and I think he got clipped from behind by Balde. It's a clear offside.
Yeah.
Uche
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
moving.
Let's moving
move.
on. I think that's a good idea.
Corramos un tupido. 17 minutes played, and
There's been there's 2 opportunities that were headers.
Yeah. Not a lot
one
of
from
clarity at the
Getafe.
moment.
Not entirely, yeah. We haven't really been getting into the box as much as we probably would have liked.
Yeah, I mean, Getafe's had more shots.
Yeah.
What happens
It's-
though if you scored first? How do Getafe change their approach?
I would think so, yeah.
What is this fault? Oh, Lamine Yamal on Iglesias.
There wasn't any.
Lamine Yamal in the hustle there with Iglesias. It was a body-to-body, let's call it. Iglesias goes in foot high, starting, and
Well.
then
I mean,
on one foot wasn't able to stay up.
yeah. That reminded me.
I knew that the referee level is what it is, but I didn't know that the assistants has the same level.
Maybe even worse, Mark.
Well, as they say,
I don't want to say more things. Sorry about this.
as they say, with dogs like owner, like dog.
Yeah.
I'm not
Basically.
comparing anyone to a dog.
Barca has to play.
Not one of them.
Barca has to play quicker. Barca has to play
Yeah.
quicker.
Definitely.
And
I
I think maybe the speed at which the ball is moving
Yeah.
is today a little bit slower.
I was
Although
gonna
now Koundé is
Whoa,
putting the cross in. There we go. There we go.
Vamos!
Who is that?
Vamos, Lewandowski!
Whoa, let's go! Vamos! We were right. We were right.
That was,
You're
you
all
know
right.
what? That
Let's
was a really good
go.
transition. That
First
was moving
goal
the ball
against
quickly.
Getafe. Woo!
There we go.
Vamos.
Vamos.
Who was the pass from? Koundé?
The cross by Koundé. Loose ball inside the box there.
Vamos. That was a quick. We moved the ball quickly.
They heard us. I have my rings on. Let's go.
Toma.
There you go. Barca scoring the first. It was a cross
Nice
by
touch.
Koundé. I think it was like
Ooh.
going
Nice.
deeper than the keeper had expected. He'd already made the step
Yeah,
out. He had
yeah.
to rectify in the air. That's why he couldn't catch
Definitely.
it. Loose ball, and Lewandowski scores. Mark his 7th goal in La Liga, first ever against Getafe.
If you follow our quiz in Barca Live, everything can happen, and we already knew that Lewandowski is going to score today. No goals against Getafe in the last 2 seasons, and today only 18 minutes he needs to put the first goal on the scores. And the most impressive thing of Lewandowski this season, I think it's 7 goals in 7 games of La Liga. So incredible numbers for him. I have to say that maybe Soria, Getafe's goalkeeper, give us a little bit of
A little bit, a lot.
how to say, yeah.
A little bit of help.
Yeah, a little bit of help, because the cross by Koundé was not very, very strong, but he put his hands a little bit, how
Soft.
to say, Robert? Yeah, soft.
Yeah.
And Lewandowski,
Butterfingers.
A
inside
nice
the small
assist.
box,
Yeah.
inside the small box, Lewandowski is a killer. So, but as Alex said, and as we said, we have to move the ball quick.
Yes, exactly. And we'll talk about that in a second.
Ooh.
But Barca have a chance here with Pablo Torre on the edge of the box. Here is Lamine Yamal. Lamine taking it to his right. Lamine out of angle. Pablo Torre snatches it away from him. Koundé is going to pick up the loose ball, and Barca will attack again. And Koundé calms things down, finds Eric Garcia down the middle. First touch football from Barca.
Boom.
Balde could shoot from the edge of the box. Shot blocked. And the ball is going to be picked up by Casadon. Barca will start again.
I think we're finally getting into the rhythm, moving the ball. That goal came from quick transition. You got, Lamine running in. You got Koundé running out, which he got the assist on the wing. But I think now we're moving the ball. We're getting more confident with the spaces. We've grown into the game. It's taking us 20 minutes, but we got there in the end.
That's where the patience comes in.
Well, exactly. Patience is
Yeah.
what we said. Oh, careful, because Getafe have won it back now. And the shot right from the centre.
Was that a shot?
Well, the centre
It
line.
was something.
Yeah, it was something. It was an attempt at something. Right, guys, would you like to hear what the mannequin has to say about the
Oh.
Lewandowski goal? I think
hear it,
the
maybe.
mannequin may have opinions. Let's go and ask. Let's go and ask the mannequin about this first ever Lewandowski goal against Getafe, his 7th in La Liga. But careful, because Barca are attacking. So
Not
we've lost
anymore.
The ball here.
Might have to hold on the
Getafe
mannequin.
Win it back. Carlos Perez running. See if we can end this run for Getafe. Straight into the hands of Iñaki Peña. Right. Mannequin. Lewandowski scored.
I always told you this guy knew how to pop the net. You know it. I know it. We know it. We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovsky.
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovsky, El Marcaria dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale al balón que lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski.
Dovsky. There you go. Thank you, mannequin.
That was
That was lovely.
I know this voice, Robert.
Yeah, no, I know it as well.
The mannequin and the way he's singing, it reminds me
Sounds familiar.
somebody, yeah.
It does. It does remind you of somebody who's absent today, as he was in the last show. Our friend Spencer Siegel. Thumbs up on the live chat, guys, if you like the Lewandowski rap. Do you like the Lewandowski rap? Barca have won it back. Here is Rafinha. Rafinha making a run forward. Rafinha trying to set it up inside the ball. Could this be Barca's second goal? Oh, it's gone wide.
I thought that went in.
Lamine Yamal came very close there. Almost collided into Soria, or he did collide into Soria. And a chance for a second goal. Round of applause for Spencer's rap.
Yes.
For the Lewandowski rap.
I still haven't seen Spence perform it in person. I feel like that needs to happen
He has a
soon.
stage over there.
There we go. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Did the chat appreciate
Applause in the
that?
chat.
Right. How does this change the game now that Barca have scored? Obviously, I don't know. Do Getafe open up a little bit? Do they stick to what they were doing?
I think they stick to what they were doing, but obviously with a bit less intensity. I think their focus has changed now to not conceding as much. But I think there's still, the way that the game is going, they still want to score, and I think they have the confidence and the quality to score so far, but hopefully not. But I think we've grown into the game more than they have, essentially.
Yeah, you can see they're still trying to steal the ball, still trying to create plays, but luckily our defense is keeping them under control and still trying to move the ball quickly, so we can hopefully score more goals.
Yes.
There's a comment here on the live chat, by the way. It says, Sogar Nopana says, can you sing, Robert? N-O, capital N, capital O. I would love to know how
But
to
you can
sing.
rap, though.
No, Spence is the official rapper of this.
You don't want to give it a go.
You can be a
Alia,
backup,
as
backup
Alia
dancer.
says, Spencer is the master rapper.
Fair enough.
And Natalia says, no, sorry, Shadowblade says, Ansu deserves a chance today. I fully agree.
Yeah.
And if this game gets to half-time, let's say 2-0, I think Ansu has high odds of coming on in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely needs the time to play, to build his confidence
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I said it in the last game, I'm very curious to see how Ansu performs in this system that is that makes everyone better. Everyone looks better than they did last season. It's a very collaborative system, high press, all in synchrony, one creating a chance for another. So I think Ansu can really benefit from that.
Yeah, I think especially after, spending a year in the Premier League, particularly, I feel like that would help him adjust into this kind of system that Hansi Flick has made. It's probably the intensity of the high press, the intensity of moving the ball.
There you go.
Is
Balde forward. Rafinha inside the box. Can he get it over? Sorry, he's offside.
No.
It's offside.
Been offside. Yeah.
Offside. I have a question for you. I think it's
Yeah.
interesting. With the goal against Getafe, it remains only 3 teams that did not receive any goal of Lewandowski in La Liga with Barça shirt. It can be difficult to know exactly what 3 teams are, but let's go. If you can say one of these 3.
Team. So there's 2 teams that Lewandowski has never scored against in La Liga?
3.
With Getafe was 4, but he
with
scored.
Getafe was 4,
So
okay.
3 teams remains without receiving a goal of Lewandowski in La Liga. It's difficult to know the 3. 2 are very difficult, but let's play.
2 are very difficult. Are they teams that went down into the second division then?
No, now in the first division. But
Oh,
for
the
example,
first division now.
Okay.
One of them, for example,
Oh.
they only played 1 season with Lewandowski, but
One is Leganés, obviously.
one is Leganés, obviously. But I said that teams that were in the La Liga last season,
Oh, sorry.
3 teams. Last season or 2 seasons ago. It's the 3rd season with Lewandowski in the team.
3 teams that are now in La Liga and that were in La Liga 1 season ago, 2 seasons ago.
Exactly.
Okay. Hang on. Balde, corner kick for Barca. Oh.
There's so many
Who
options.
came up? Valladolid? Is Alaves one? No, Alaves. No, he scored header. No, he scored a head twice last season. This is complicated.
The key is that one of the team, I have to correct something, Robert. One of the team is in 2nd division right now. I will gonna give the name Almeria. So in the last 2 seasons, Lewandowski did not score any goal against Almeria. But the other 2 teams are in La Liga right now.
Okay, careful here with the corner kick. Ooh, Koundé almost with the free header there.
I feel like Koundé's going to score today.
He's getting into those positions.
It's coming, it's coming.
He had that nice photo shoot the other day. He's ready.
Has Lewandowski... Okay, so wait a minute. I'm trying to eliminate
Okay,
the teams he
yeah,
has
go.
scored against. He scored against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Has he scored against Real Madrid in La Liga, though?
Oh.
You have scored
Wait a minute.
in the Super
Clásicos. At home 2 seasons ago, Sergio Roberto and Kessié and Ferran Torres scored over there. Last season... Oh, is Real Madrid one of them in La Liga?
Is Real Madrid one of them in La Liga? Good memories for it.
See, because he scored in the Super Cup and
I
not
was
in La
thinking-
Liga.
This is one of the reasons because I said in La Liga. So
Yeah, yeah,
Real
yeah.
Madrid,
Yeah.
the other team is Las
Cheeky.
Palmas. It's not easy to
Okay.
say. The other team is Las Palmas, but
I would.
Okay.
I would have
I
needed
was-
15 minutes.
I was
to get
thinking-
to
Yeah,
Palmas.
we have the Clásico schedule. Robert, we have
Oh,
the,
yes.
the
We
date.
do.
We have the date.
Exciting.
We have the day, 26th of October,
Saturday,
Yes.
Saturday night.
Saturday
Yeah.
night.
Planazo. Un planazo.
Un planazo. Saturday night, dee-dee-be-dabby-dabby-doo.
Some popcorn and a game.
That's all you need, really.
Does anyone have a better plan for Saturday night than a Clásico?
And us, obviously.
No. Careful here, the
Oi.
chance for Barca and the shot wide by Rafinha. I'm going to go option 3 for that
Oh,
on our screens. Should Robert sing Lewandowski's rap?
I'm going to.
it will start raining. I'll go too. I
going
think you
to.
could do it.
We need
Chat,
the rain
chat.
here in Catalonia still.
Go to.
We
Go to
pop
chat.
them like
No,
Lewandowski.
Robert, we don't need
No,
more rain.
Not now. It needs to be justified.
Robert, you have to promise something. If Lewandowski scores a hat-trick today, are you going to sing?
Boom.
If he
Yes.
scores a hat trick, I'll sing. Okay.
Okay.
Record that. Someone play back when it happens.
If Lewandowski scores a hat trick, I will sing the chorus of the rap. There's no way I'm singing the whole rap because
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know the lyrics.
we can do that. Can you put one of those caps backwards as well?
Maybe
Sideways.
Here, Carlos. I think what we need for a bit more
Spice.
fluidity, spice to this game is colour red.
I
Red
think
cap.
this
Towards
was
the
the
red.
cap that I took in the game against Valladolid. It was this one.
Do you guys? Would you like
Should we?
any?
I want a hat.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we had our hair done, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You go.
Let's
You
see.
go.
Ooh.
Let's see.
You go. Pick your hats.
This one's for kids. Oh, these are
If
for
you
kids.
like any of those hats, you can find them
I have
at
my
the Barca
favourite.
store online. I'm wearing the red one, which is the good luck.
What do you
I'm
have? The red one?
gonna match with you, Robert.
You have red? I'll go
Yeah.
blue.
Wear the magic caps.
How's it look?
Pablo
Does it look
Torre.
good?
The magic hats.
The good luck hats. Could they have an immediate impact here?
Yes.
Lamine Yamal with the cross. Lewandowski inside the box. Lewandowski.
they do.
Offside? Is it offside?
It's offside.
It's
Okay.
offside. That okay.
That
Okay,
would've
so
been-
something's
Well,
that
happening.
would've been
Something's happening.
genius.
Something's
Added
happening.
some spice.
That would have been too good to be
That
true.
would have been like
Something's happening.
proof.
And for it to be Lewandowski, one goal closer to the hat trick.
Yeah, one goal closer to Robert.
If I'm to rap, I guess I have to wear my cap.
Yeah.
Is it offside, Robert?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Stay professional
Or
here.
you could just go like sideways.
way.
That.
Right, there you go.
Okay. It's
Hats
happening.
don't look good on me.
Why?
My
I
ears
think
stick
it's too
out.
big.
Casado.
Yes.
Look at him running away.
Oh,
Keep going.
wow,
keep going.
nice. Maybe he'll score a goal like Messi.
Standing ovation for Marc Casado of the Barca fans.
Ear
Standing
camera.
ovation. Round of applause for Casado. Why do my ears stick out?
Guys, ears in the chat.
Yes, ear emojis on the chat.
Ear emoji.
And applause emojis. Oh dear. I've been ridiculed so many times on the show. This will like not be the first or the last time. So.
Just accept it, Robert.
Rafinha picks it up. Rafinha
Ole,
with
what
a
a
through
pass,
ball. Here's
what a
Lewandowski.
pass.
Lewandowski. This could be the
Oh.
one. Oh, the save by Soria.
Oh.
Who can pick it up on the edge of the box? There's Koundé.
Koundé.
Koundé to Lamine Yamal. Lamine inside the box, surrounded by two defenders. Lamine back outside. Eddie
Oh.
Garcia trying to ping it in.
The defenders are really quick to get on
Yeah.
Lamine today.
I think that's probably why Jules Koundé has gotten on the ball so much.
Yeah.
Lamine is accepting that role of giving him space out. Oof.
It's a good touch by Sola. Careful here because Getafe on the
Handball?
attack.
Okay.
Alenya slipping, and that will be a
Yes.
handball.
Yeah.
If you're Alenya, I understand the frustration.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could have been a foul if it was another ref potentially. But I mean, he
The level,
slips.
Alex,
he
remember.
He slips. So
Yeah,
that
there
was
was nothing
level.
on that.
The
He
level.
slips, but then he bumps into Inigo.
But then the handball came first.
Yeah. This hat, I don't like this hat.
Is the level of this guy. I have to say that once again I shake hands with Pablo González Fuertes, and he's very nice, I have to say.
Oy, Lewa was so close to the second goal.
He was very close to the second goal. He's had one disallowed, and that one denied by Soria.
I do like that we're doing direct. Okay, that was a late tackle.
Late tackle by Alderete on Pablo Torre. I'm being told, by the way, that we have Hansi Flick's reaction to the Lewandowski goal. Let's have a look at
Let's
it.
take a look. That's not Hansi Flick.
Ooh, energetic.
Oh, yes.
He was also feeling the
Lewandowski.
need there to break the Getafe.
Yeah.
One of the
Getafe
most
wall.
energetic celebrations of Hansi Flick this season, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
I would
that's
say
the most
so. Yeah,
energetic
yeah.
The most
Like
energetic I've
His
seen. him.
facial expression even changed.
Like,
Yeah. And it wasn't even Lamine Yamal goal.
I think he already knows how important it is to score early against Getafe. I think that one of the reasons.
True.
Good recovery.
Good recovery from Balde, who was the one who had lost the ball. Ooh, Inigo. I did not like that grimace.
No, I mean neither.
Is he all right?
I hope so.
Is he limping, Marbrau?
It reminded me.
From La Grada Animación.
No. He's like cojeando, limping.
No, but no, I think he's fine. He's fine. But the Grada Animación saying the name of some players. I didn't know if it was about Inigo, but Inigo's fine. He's
Okay.
walking fine. Yeah, he's fine.
It reminded me of the face that Dani Olmo did in the game that we lost him.
Let's stay positive.
Right. I'm being told that I look like this.
Please show it.
I don't think I can.
Please,
show-
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
can.
you have to.
I don't think I can.
I think you look more
If you
like
want to search
The sound
for,
effects. That sound
Mario
effect gave it away.
cartoon, maybe. Yeah.
That sound effect gave it away.
I should shave off the rest at halftime.
And you would be, and you would
Yeah.
eventually be,
And then I
yeah.
would be Mario.
Yeah.
put on some overalls.
Come in driving
Yeah.
a cart in the in the second half.
That'd be
You know,
good.
that, you know,
Good
you know,
intro.
those, you know those cars that take the ball into the halfway line sometimes in the matches. I think you need one of those.
Yeah.
Just a
But
little one.
it's-
Just right into the studio.
Lamin is frustrated. Lamin is frustrated
Yeah.
with
Well,
the assistant
who wouldn't?
referee.
I think you kind of have to be. Go on.
High pressure
Well.
from Barça.
Oy.
Lewandowski trying to
Little
keep the
cheeky
attacking
flick.
move alive. Defending by Cubarsí. Cazador heads it forward.
Ooh.
What a pass by Eric Garcia. It was like a Kung Fu Panda pass.
That's what you have to do.
The classic Kung Fu Panda pass.
Here's Lamine.
I mean, this game sometimes has looked like a kung fu competition.
Whoa, whoa,
Day knocked
whoa,
over.
whoa.
Lamine Yamal. knocked
Play.
over.
Whoa, whoa.
I mean,
Oh, Lamin
Por
Yamal fall.
favor.
Lamin Yamal fall is the assistant
get
saying.
easy.
Oh,
How
dear.
is I?
Lamin Yamal is absolutely frustrated.
You have to be.
He doesn't understand anything about what is happening in the first half. Rafinha is talking to the referee right now. First time Rafinha with the captain armband in his arm. As the first captain of Barça, of course, it's due to the Marc-Andre ter Stegen injury. But I have to say that for Rafinha, it's very important to be the captain. He told me in an interview, exclusive interview that you can see in Barça 1.
Yep.
He said that he's very proud, not for wearing the armband, because it's the way that the colleagues and the teammates give confidence to him.
Oh, exactly. The
Yeah.
fact that he was voted in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And you saw it now in that when he was given the award now of the player of the month. He pointed
pointed
to all
at
his
them.
teammates. He knows, and it's a mutual respect, and I think that's so important. you know, you have to trust your captain. You have to trust your captain that's going to step up to you. I think Rafinha has proven that to everybody so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely shown his love for the club. He's been there in the good moments and the bad moments, always fighting for the badge. And, I mean, people are definitely happy to have him as captain.
The moment I've enjoyed the most of Rafinha as captain is when he stepped up to defend Lamine Yamal the other day against the Villarreal violence.
Yeah. So that was kung fu.
They went Lamine Yamal hunting
That was kung fu.
towards the end of the game, and it was not appreciated.
No. Yeah, I do respect. You know, the players. He respects the players. He's going to have the back, and he's always going to step up for his team. You know, no matter what, he's always going to give his face, and that's what you want in a captain.
Here's Cubarsí. Just a little bit longer than he normally does with the ball, but Getafe are sitting very tight behind.
In a 5-3-2, that's hard to break through.
What have you enjoyed the most about the first half? Just the goal, because there's not been a lot to enjoy. The Iñaki Peña save is option 2, or the Lewandowski wrap, option 3. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
No, I'm not going to enjoy it until you sing it, Robert.
Here's Cazador, shot blocked. Falls to Koundé, back to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal with the cheeky little pass inside. I'm going to go with 2, the Iñaki Peña save, because it was one isolated action that he needed to intervene, and he saved it on the line.
He did. I'm going to go with the goal. I think it came at the right moment to relieve a bit of pressure and to give us a bit of breathing space against a team that's obviously making it quite difficult for us. And it's frustrating because, you know, we have a style of play. We like keeping the ball. We like going into space. And Getafe is not letting us do that. So it is frustrating. And I think getting that goal is just, you know, a breath of relief, essentially.
I'm going to go with number 3, the wrap, because
Give us your technical analysis.
Lewandowski did score the goal, but I think also in a game like this, where it's a bit slower, we needed that bit of energy from that wrap. So that was quite necessary.
We need the energy to come from elsewhere. I hope it's not the case in the second half.
I think they should play it in the stadium.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what we should do? Collaboration with Lewandowski. You know how he does his little dances?
Oh
yeah.
He should make a dance to his rap.
I don't know that Lewandowski knows that the rap exists.
I think we should make it noted, and he should make a dance to it.
Sometimes I think it's best he doesn't.
He doesn't know. He'll be like,
I don't want to stop playing it if Lewandowski doesn't like it. But also, it doesn't make sense to play it if
he has a
Lewandowski
good
doesn't
sense
like
of humor, I think.
But it's strange that the mannequin knows the rap and Lewandowski not.
True.
I agree.
do agree
I
with
do
that.
agree. Maybe, Mark, you could let him know in one of your post-game interviews. Do you know that on Barça Live we have a Lewandowski rap?
Yeah, but for sure I would not sing.
No. I would just pay to see Lewandowski's face, honestly.
Honestly,
and a mannequin is the one
that bit of
singing it.
information.
If we win a title or a championship this season, maybe
Okay.
could be a good day to show. So let's go, Lamin. Come on.
Peppa the Cat says 2. Iñaki Peña save.
Peppa the Cat.
Here is Lamine Yamal. He keeps on trying. Here he is. Open inside. Ooh. Open
Nice
on the
try.
edge of the box. He found the space to shoot, and he took the shot. I think he's, as you said, Mark, he's a bit frustrated with how the game's going. So he said, "Hey, this one's for me."
Yes, I think it's one of the days that I see Lamine Yamal accelerated a bit. A bit accelerated. We are very used to see him getting the pass, pass the ball just in the exact moment that the match needed. But I think that the kind of game maybe accelerated him a little bit, and I think it's good because he makes him human. Sometimes, sometimes we do not remember that he's only 17 years old.
Yeah. Will Barca score again before half-time? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for twice. I think twice may be just a little bit ambitious, but I want to be optimistic. I'm going 1.
I'll go 1.
Optimistic,
I think
not
we
super
can.
optimistic.
I think it's easier for Getafe to keep the score as is than us to score.
Yeah.
At this point, with only 3-4 minutes left of the half. But the way it's going, it is easily possible.
I think it's one of those games in which you get the random Cazador goal because he just finds himself open out of nowhere on the edge of the box.
Well, we saw Balde already free at the edge of the box.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Cazador had a shot blocked. And Mark, we've seen, look, Flick frustrated now. Lamine Yamal trying to play this straight pass forward. We saw Rafinha try to do it before. I think Flick is going to want to correct some things at halftime.
It's something that we said just at the beginning of the game, so be careful.
Be careful here. Could Getafe have an
That's fine.
opportunity?
Oh.
It's something that we said, we explained at the first minutes of the show, that Getafe is playing with the defensive line very high, and sometimes it's a little bit tricky for the other team because you see a lot of space behind the line, and maybe Barça is a little bit accelerated trying to put the ball long, and I think it's something that Hansi Flick has to correct in the second half.
I think we saw that in one other game, didn't we, this season, where we were trying to play the long ball.
No, I think that last Sunday, in the last minutes of the first half against Villarreal, it happened a little bit. It happened this.
Which game was it? It was either the Valencia. No, it was the Rayo game. The Rayo game. In the first half, we were trying to play too direct, and then obviously in the second half, you had the Dani Olmo factor, but it changed.
But it changed completely.
I was going to say before, just as the goal was happening, my thought got interrupted by the goal, that Barca's pace is a little bit slower today.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think one of the reasons is that Pedri is on the bench.
Yeah.
You can't expect to play at the same speed with Eric and Cazador, who've got other good qualities.
Definitely.
And like compared to when you've got Pedri on the pitch.
Yeah, I think also it's noted that there's not much space to attack either. This is probably the slowest, at least from my Barca lives this season. This has been the slowest start to the game that we've had.
Yeah, this and Rayo maybe,
Yeah. And maybe that's just down to space, knowing that we're not going to be able to play as, free as we usually do. So you kind of have, you can't really go full on. You kind of have to, take it in and then grow into the game, as we have. But at the same time, we haven't created any clear chances other than the goal and maybe that lower header. But it's what you expect from this game also.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, what we have seen this season is because of good physical conditioning, Barca pick teams apart in the second half.
What a tackle!
Absolutely.
What a tackle received Cazador. Why is not fall?
Carlos Perez
still
inside the
on
box.
Oh, careful.
Defended by Pablo Torre. Up comes Jene, the cross inside far post. Koundé clears it away.
1 minute at a time, only 1 minute.
Here's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal forward to Rafinha, inside to Cazador. Cazador with Pablo Torre, who is knocked over from behind.
Why is not yellow card this tackle? I cannot understand. I know that you have this level, referee. It's your level and you cannot do more. But it's yellow card.
It's an intentional foul. It's interrupting Barca's transition. That should be a clear yellow. There's no intention of playing the ball.
literally.
Right, final seconds of this first half. It's not been the most entertaining of halves, but there you go. That's what you can expect from a game against Getafe. What a ball by Rafinha, which is intercepted by the Getafe defence. Can Barca get one final attacking action in here? Good pass by Rafinha.
That's why that goal was so important, because to go into the second half 1-0 gives them that security to know that, hey, okay, these guys are going to be defending a lot, but at least we still have this goal sure.
And the referee is saying 7 seconds before arriving to the 46 minutes that maybe he has to go to the toilet. So now it's half-time at Montjuic.
Right, thank you very much, Raul. We'll come to you during half-time. Let us know, live chat, did you enjoy that first half? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Did you not enjoy it? I mean, because of the result and the Iñaki Peña save, I have to say a thumbs up, but it's not... It's wavering towards thumbs sideways.
Yeah.
Like,
it's an in-between. I'll go sideways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. If this is, 180 degrees, I'm veering towards thumbs sideways. But the good thing is, of course, the result, the fact that Robert Lewandowski found the net. He popped the net, as the rap says. And we are 1-0 up, guys.
Exciting. Happy to have 1-0. We'll see if maybe Pedri will come on and some changes will kind of spice things up a bit, get some more goals. I mean, we're all very optimistic about the goals, 4-0, 5-0. Let's see if that'll actually happen.
Yeah, I think the second half, obviously, Hansi is going to have to make a few changes in terms of tactical levels, in terms of where you want to move the ball. Again, it's one of those games where you have to react to it. You can plan the low block, but obviously, you know, there is, in my opinion, there's a lot of spaces in between the lines, especially sometimes when Getafe are literally in just straight 2 lines. You know, I want to see Pablo Torre get on that ball in his middle position a lot more. That's what I was expecting. But I think I wouldn't say easy changes, but, you know, if Hansi kind of gets that around the heads, I think the players also are willing to make changes because they are frustrated. So, you know, they're looking for that help to know how to make this better. And I think, you know what, second half, I think we'll nail it.
We'll hope that the second half is better than what we saw in the first. Before we go to the break, I think we ought to ask the mannequin his thoughts on the first half. Let's go.
The mannequin needs a hat.
Mannequin has had some strong takes in this first half.
I think you should give your hat to the mannequin.
Should I give my... Well, I don't know how that would look. Mannequin, your thoughts on this first half?
You want to know my thoughts on the first half of that game? I mean, come on. It's Barça Getafe. What else did you expect? Of course that was the half we were going to get. Let's move on.
There you go. There you go. Actually, that was spot on, Mannequin. That is spot on. We couldn't have expected anything less. Right, time for a halftime break. Stay with us. We are going to this halftime break with our sponsors and with Pablo Bulls.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Barça Live halftime show. Hello Robert and all the rest of the crew there watching on for you all to tune into. Big hello to everyone watching on from wherever you are around the world. As always, in this little halftime segment, we're going to be walking you through some of the content available on Barça One for you all to enjoy in your spare time and just get all of that good Barça content that we all love to see. And of course, we've got the little quiz coming too, so plenty to get through. Let's get straight into it though. I want to show you today a little bit of something different. Some of these exclusive interviews that are available on Barça One. I must preface by saying we are aware that these aren't always available, depending on where you are around the world, Barça One. But remember, we're working on that, and of course, it is a free platform. If it's available in your country, in your area of the world, get on it, because it's got an absolute ton of stuff for you to get into. We've already shown you in previous weeks the Next Generation documentary that's coming out, that we've got the first episode for. Episodes are still to come. We've shown you all of the matches you can tune into over the years for Barcelona across all different competitions. This week we're going to show you something a little bit different. If you come down here and go to Barça One's premieres, of course we already showed you the Next Generation, but we have a load of exclusive interviews too. We've got this one with Rafinha, for example. We had one with the sporting director Deco. Pau Victor is there. Julio Tous, por ejemplo. We've got also here Hansi Flick towards the end. Loads and loads of exclusive interviews for you all to get tuned into and enjoy. And that is exactly what this week's quiz is going to be centered around. I'm going to leave it here on this man here, Rafinha, because I want to ask you a few questions around some of these players that we have done exclusive interviews with. I always whip my phone out, by the way. I always use Barça One on my phone. It's easier for me to travel around, but you can see how good it looks on a big TV too. So yeah, absolutely no reason not to get on it, really. Let's begin then. Let's begin with this one, because I want to ask you this about Rafinha, the man you can see here, the man who we, of course, recently did an exclusive interview with. It was our Marc Brau, of course, who's at Montjuic today for this game. Marc Brau, of course, conducted this interview with Rafinha, so if you want to see him a bit more, I'm sure you all do, then make sure you go ahead and click on this interview with Rafinha. I want to ask you this about him, though, the Brazilian. He was recently named, of course, as one of Barca's captains for this season, but since he signed for the club, where does Rafinha rank amongst all Barcelona players over that last 2 and a bit seasons in terms of goals and assists? Is it A, third, B, fourth, or C, second? So Rafinha, the man you can see here in the exclusive interview, where does he rank amongst goals and assists since his time at Barca? That can include players who've gone and who've come and gone. That can include current first-team players. In that time period, where does Rafinha rank? A, third, B, fourth, or C, second? Bit more time to get it in the chat then. And the answer is C, second. Rafinha, some impressive numbers there. We talked about Fermin's impressive goal-to-game ratio not long ago. Well, Rafinha also doing very well for this team under Hansi Flick too, and he comes second since he signed for the club in terms of goals and assists for Barca, 51 to be precise. I've checked those figures just a few days back, so not bad at all there for Rafinha. Question number 2. Let's move over then to a very special someone. Guess who also to conduct this interview? Mr. Marek Brau, of course. Pau Victor, someone who has, of course, come through the first team this season, starred at Barça Athletic last season. But how many goals did he get at Barça Athletic last season? That includes all of the Primera Ref, so all of the third division of Spanish football, and then also in the playoff semi-finals and finals. Pau Victor for Barça Athletic last season, hoping to see many goals from him this season with the first team. But how many did he get last season with Barça Athletic? A, 16, B, 20, or C, 18? Pau Victor, goals with Barça Athletic last season. A, 16, B, 20, or C, 18? I can now tell you, once you've got all of your answers in the chat, that the answer is indeed B. 20 goals for Pau Victor for Barça Athletic last season. Numbers that, well, were incredibly impressive. We hope to see him score loads for the first team this season. Already showed really bright signs under Hansi Flick. Before we go on to the third and final question, I need hands up in the chat. Who of you have the Barça One app installed right now? It's free, remember, and if it's available in your region of the world, get on it, because there's loads of content here. We've shown you the games, we've shown you some of the new exclusive documentary series, and look at this, exclusive interviews. They come thick and fast too, so make sure you don't miss out on these. Before we get into it then, hands up in the chat. Who has the Barça One app? If you don't have it, tell your friends, tell your family about it, create your account, available in 3 languages, and for you all to enjoy, Catalan, Spanish, and English. Third and final question then, about another exclusive interview we had here on Barça One. It was Hansi Flick's first one. It was conducted by another someone we have with us today, Robert, of course, my friend. It was with you. You spoke to Hansi Flick, of course, before he, well, took charge of any games for Barça. I want to ask you, though, guys, in the chat, that how many La Masia players, of course, La Masia has been a big part of Hansi Flick's tenure so far, how many have debuted under Hansi Flick so far? He speaks in this interview precisely about the importance of La Masia, about how impressed he was with the players coming up from Barça Athletic, of Barca's youth sections, training with the first team. But how many has he debuted so far in all competitions? Of course, we must say there's not been many games so far this season, so I think the numbers you're going to be quite impressed with, actually. Well, we've got either C2, B3, or A4. Remember, not many games being played so far, but players who have debuted from Barca's youth sections under Hansi Flick so far this season. Give you a bit more time to mull it over. And I can indeed tell you that the answer is, drum roll, and 5 more seconds for answers in the chat. A, 4 debutants from La Masia under Hansi Flick, coming up from Barça Athletic. Those 4, of course, Pau Victor. We've also got Marc Bernal, Gerard Martin, and Sergi Dominguez. Some impressive start, I would say, in all truth. Of course, Barca with injuries right now, but those players have come in and done incredibly well. It's a very young squad, of course. We've already had players who've debuted previously, but Hansi Flick doesn't seem shy to keep getting them in, does he? So I'm sure we'll be able to see loads more young Barca stars in the first team and getting minutes very, very shortly indeed. Really impressive stats, though, to start the Hansi Flick tenure. That's all for the quiz today. We'll be back, of course, in future weeks, in future games, with more for you all. I'm going to go and enjoy some of these exclusive interviews on Barça One, and I urge you all to do the same. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, Pablo. And yes, on Barça One, you can catch interviews with Hansi Flick. We did that one during the summer with Deco just recently, Rafinha, Pau Victor, Dani Olmo. Plenty more to come. You can see all of those on Barça One. If you have not downloaded it, why not?
Get on that.
Get on it. You will also be able to watch in a couple of days this Getafe game. Not that it's much of a rewatchable game so far, guys.
No, it's been. We need a bit more, liveliness to the game. But I think again, it's one of those games where you can't really do much. Getafe, when they have that compressed low block, and it's so hard to break that. So it's honestly just one of those games. But I think we have enough quality, enough smartness, enough energy to kind of, go for it. But at the same time, we don't have to. We are still winning, and maybe we do want to just chill out for at least one match. And it's not necessary to completely go all out, so it might be just one of those games.
They do say, Natalie, that patience is a virtue, and it's a virtue that Barca is needing today.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how Getafe came out with actually more intensity than we thought, and it was like, okay, what's happening here? But Barcelona, like you said, were patient. They've been trying to find the space. They got the 1 goal, but now they have to continue to hold patience, you know, have patience when some of the Getafe players are taking them more time when they fall on the ground.
Tie the
But-
shoe.
Yeah, tying their shoe, but got to create the spaces and hopefully find some more goals.
Right, well, I'm going to ask the audience who was the best player of the first half. I'm giving options of Iñaki Peña, Lewandowski, the scorer, and Jules Koundé, the facilitator. He's also had a good, a good game going up and down and looking for the attacking options. Marc Brau, for you, who was the best player of the first half?
It's quite difficult. I agree with you how important was Iñaki Peña's save just in the line, in the goal line with the 0-0 in the score, but I think it has to be Lewandowski. The most important thing for tonight's game is that Barça scored very quickly. I cannot imagine the game with the 0-0 at the half-time, the minutes passing in the second half, and maybe the team could be nervous about the way that Getafe is playing, so I think that Lewandowski deserves it. I have to say that I liked a lot also the first half of Eric Garcia playing as a holding midfielder. Remember what happened in Monaco just 6 days ago with the red card he received in the minute 10. Of course, was a difficult game against Villarreal, but I think that he did very well in the first half. I don't think we don't have a lot of time to talk because players are going to enter to the field. But I have a number, another stat, is the number of the attendance that we have for tonight's game. It's 44,407 fans today in the stadium. 48 people more than in the last game against Valladolid, 2,000 less than in the game against Athletic Club Bilbao. I think that it's good to commentate it, that 44,000 people in a Wednesday night are coming here to Montjuic to see a Barça Getafe. Of course, in the calendar, it's not one of the biggest games of the season, but I think that the team is close to, the fans are close to the team, and they really like to watch Barça games. Just to close the connection, Robert, just to remember which players we have on the bench. I will take a look at this, that we have Astralaga and Jaco as goalkeepers, but then we have Ferran, Pedri, Ansu Fati. I know that you want to see Ansu Fati on the pitch. Pau Victor, Héctor Ford, Gerard Martín, Sergio Domínguez, Andrés Cuenca, and the cousins, Guillermo and Tony Fernandez. So for the moment, there's no players on the pitch. That is the news that we have from the half-time for here for Montjuic.
Marc, do we have any known faces close to you? Anyone who might have been formerly on the show, or some camera people that can give us their final score prediction?
No, but maybe it can be the first time for Pau. He does nothing. No, Pau, no. Don't hide, please. Don't hide. This is Pau. This is the second game with us. And after the win against Villarreal, I told him, yeah, we can come with you. You can come to Spotify Camp Nou. So I don't want to ask you about the point of view of the game, but I want a score. What's your prediction for the second half?
3-0.
3-0, he said. So he's very optimistic. So as I always do, and there's a good thing that I presented you the other guys that assist us in a technical way. The first, his name was Pau. The second is Pau, and the third is Pau. So it's very easy for me to remember the name. So Pau, you want to say something else?
No, thank you for...
Visca el Barça.
He's a little bit shy. So 3-0 is Pau saying the score, and now Barça and Getafe players are inside. So let me take a look if there's some substitutions there. As you see, I'm with the small shirt, but I have to say they have to put a jersey. I have to put a jumper, a jersey, because the magic mountain is starting to get the powers of the autumn.
was wearing a long
sleeve.
Yeah.
I think I have to put a
Summer's
jersey.
officially done, isn't it?
Yeah, for the moment there's no substitution. So please, Robert, Natalia, and Alex, just let me put my jersey.
Let's let Brau be in, and we'll go back to him in a second. Right, 3 Paus on the technical side. We've got 2 on the team, Pau Cubarsí and Pau Victor.
Yeah.
So it's a Barça of Paus. Right, the players are back onto the pitch. It doesn't seem like Hansi Flick has made any substitutions at half-time. Let's hope it's a bit different the second half. That fatigue can start to kick in for Getafe, and well, they have a few more lapses and the
Yeah.
Barca can take advantage of them.
Yeah, definitely. We have seen that a few times over the season so far, where it is what you mentioned, that physical aspect that we've improved on quite a lot this season. The second half is our half. But I think mainly between that and those changes that Hansi Flick maybe want to see, I think the players again are willing enough and confident enough and frustrated enough that we could see maybe a quick goal.
Justin Lorenzo says, real ones remember Sarah, Mai and Georgina cast, and that was 4 years ago. And yeah, of course, everyone moves on except for me, apparently. I'm still here. But yeah, here we are, still grinding them out on Barca Live today here with Marc Brau at the stadium, with Natalie Baresi and Alex Ivaseta here in studio, and myself.
And the mannequin.
And the mannequin, of course. Oh, of course, and the mannequin. The latest edition, let's say. There he is in the background.
Behind us.
Mannequin with some strong takes today.
Very strong takes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And Barca almost getting themselves into trouble here with the pressure by Aleñá on Íñigo Martínez. It was only a scare, though. Here's Rafinha into the middle. Casado gets it to Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, I think Barca want to keep doing how they're playing to get that first goal, playing quick, Koundé coming in forward, and I think they want to see if they can get another goal before they make changes. I know Lamine Yamal definitely wants to try to make an impact. He was having a difficult first half, but I think Flick will try to give them another chance.
Definitely.
Who will be the first substitution, or who would you like the first substitution to be? I think it may be Pedri. I would like it to be Ansu Fati. For me, the threest of threes. I would like Ansu Fati to come on. I'm looking forward to seeing Ansu Fati in this system.
Definitely. Yeah. I would say it's a tough one, isn't it? I would like to say Ansu Fati as well. Maybe El Tiburon.
Tiburon action.
With a shark? With a shark
Yeah,
action?
yeah.
The jaws out there.
Why not?
Apparently, I'm being told, Mark, that you were trying to say something to me, that you asked me a question, and that
No.
Completely ignored.
Just to say that those three players are warming up right now with Hector Ford, with Pau Victor. I don't see Sergio Dominguez, Gerard Martinez. So I think that all the players, pitch players, not goalkeepers, less the Cousins, Andres Cuenca and Sergio Dominguez. But the other guys are warming up right now. So I think that, well, it's difficult to know which player could be the first. Pedri maybe.
Yeah, I think Pedri.
I think if it stays 1-0, we need someone to come out, bring his little bit of magic into the game.
Yeah.
It could be Pedri. I would say if it's Pedri, maybe Flick brings him on for Pablo Torre, because he wants to keep the block of Casado and Eric in midfield.
I would say maybe Eric or
well.
Casado. I would say the opposite, maybe to inject a bit of energy. You give, when we saw it last match as well, with Pedri on the pitch, it gave Pablo Torre a lot more freedom into the room. Obviously, there's not much space in that 10 position as there was last game, but I would maybe
Lewandowski down on the ground, tackled from
that's
behind.
advantage, but not
it's
like
a shove there.
I mean, that's arms straight out there.
Is Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is going to try and do it all by himself. The ball knocked away from him. And is Lewandowski still down?
No, he's just up, but he walks. He walks very slow.
Yeah,
he walks slowly. Now he's run a little bit more, and he's going to the position.
Mark, you were saying 44,407. That's high, right? I'm still not good with the numbers in Montjuic.
Well, the big attendance are up to 50,000, but not a lot.
No, for a Wednesday game.
For a Wednesday night also.
Against Athletic, this is what I want to say before. Against Athletic, it was Saturday afternoon. Of course, it was in August, that in Barcelona there are less people from home. But we have to say that a Wednesday night, 44,000 people, I think it's a great attendance to be at Getafe. Not for disrespect Getafe, but it's not one of the biggest games you have in the calendar, understand me.
No.
So I think that it's a great number of people today.
Also, the game against Athletic that you were referring to, was before we had won games by 7-0.
Yeah.
We'd beaten Girona 4-1,
Yeah.
Villarreal 5-1. So it was before all the fun.
Yeah.
People are now expecting this team to come
to
out.
score
Hey,
high
score 4,
goals.
score. Well, you just had to see our predictions at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
game.
definitely. It's what you expect from a team that is close to the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
And it's what you would want without really. If you don't understand how Getafe plays, you would look at them and be like, yeah, this is going to be a 10-0 game sort of thing. But it hasn't been the cleanest of games, sort of thing.
No. Not in the least. Incoming cross by Pablo Torre.
Someone's down.
Handball on the edge of the box as the ball came down. Lamine Yamal with a defensive effort. Bravo, Lamine!
That was
Round
good.
of applause. Round of applause on the live chat as well for Lamine Yamal for the defensive effort. And now, a little bit of skill
Yeah.
But
by
going
the
back
17-year-old. Round of applause on the live
Yes.
chat for Lamine Yamal.
with Starboy.
You know something about Lamine Yamal?
Let's hear
Getafe
it.
was the first stadium, instead of Spotify Camp Nou, that Lamine Yamal played with the first team.
Okay.
Was it?
It was the first game of last season, first La Liga game. Remember that 2 years ago he only played once against Betis in the Spotify Camp Nou, his debut with 15 years old. But the first game of the season last year was in Getafe.
True.
That game that we were robbed with a clear penalty they did not concede.
Yeah. The game. The pass by
nice
Balde.
pass.
Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre! He tried to assist Lewandowski down the middle, and David Soria sticking out a
The little
strong
forearm, like,
left
oof.
arm.
Yeah, very solid
Just
arm.
batted it away.
Need a new graphic there for.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring back
That
the
was-
hands.
That was very Ter Stegen of him as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Lewandowski was there.
yeah, that was going in.
Oh, the pass
Oh,
by
what
Pablo
a
Torre,
pass.
very sneaky. Lamine Yamal, no one beat it.
There's no one
No
there.
one to meet it.
There's no. Oh my god.
Now Lewandowski trying to cross it. Oh, it was so perfectly executed,
It
but
was
no one
literally-
came in.
You just needed to stick your foot out and it was in.
Yeah,
No one was close enough.
great vision.
Caught
No one was there.
Getafe completely by surprise. Barça trying to up their game here a little bit. Koundé inside, Lewandowski, first touch to Lamine Yamal. Lamine. Two defenders on him. He gets the
It's
pass
offside.
to Koundé, who I
Aw,
think was
I
offside,
see.
yes.
I didn't see that as offside.
Coming into this game, you think Barca with the wins we've had, Getafe still haven't won a game, you think, okay, this needs to be a game in which you can get to see your Ansu Fatis, your Pau Victors, the players who haven't been playing as much,
Yeah.
because it should be a comfortable game for Barca,
Yeah.
but it's proving to be quite the opposite.
Exactly. It's one of those that you're like, yeah, this should be fine, but then it turns out to be
Well,
a,
yes.
not. I wouldn't say a bad
A rock
game, but
fest.
just like it's not really a game that you like and that you enjoy playing in. Or,
Yeah.
for example, if Ansu comes in, which we all want to, can he really show what he's capable of right now in a game like this, essentially?
Yeah, it's not like Barca's playing bad. They're playing very well, but it's just like you have this team that is blocking you every opportunity you try to get. And so it's obviously not going to be a 7-0 win.
Yeah.
Iñaki Peña with the catch.
That was the first time we touched the ball in
In a
Quite a
while.
while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
He's probably enjoying the game.
A touch wood, but a quiet game for Iñaki Peña so far. It would be very important to keep a clean sheet
Definitely.
First
in
match.
his
Yeah.
first game. And I mean, I know we conceded against Villarreal. It was Ter Stegen who conceded it. So
Yeah.
here's Lamine Yamal speeding up. Lamine Yamal. Oh, the
Oh.
touch.
That's
And,
a yellow. That's surely a yellow.
There they
That
are.
has
They've
to
gone
be a
no, no yellow.
No
That
yellow
has to be a yellow.
card. No yellow card.
Are you
I-
serious?
Literally went right
I-
through
I-
him.
I think that today he has the same cards as her in his head, this referee.
That has to be a yellow.
He forgot his cards in his locker room there. That's
No, Robert,
clearly-
remember that now after
Nothing for that?
54 minutes, you know, when I say the level is the level. It's very bad. Very bad referee. Very, very bad.
That should have been a yellow. It was just another late kick to
late
Lamine
kick.
Yamal.
So
I mean,
rough.
no real intention of going for the
No,
ball.
definitely. And the thing is that Lamine is a type of player that draws these fouls to himself. In the worst way possible, he does this to himself just because he's so good with the ball at his feet that you can't predict what you do. So most of these players do make a late foul to Lamine Yamal, but the ref should know that.
Yeah. And there's already been a few
It's
fouls
almost like
on
that
him.
other player we had a few years ago
Yeah. It's like
who used to like have the ball quite close to his feet. There's Rafinha
that
with
guy?
the shot. To the
And
deflection.
and who scored this game in a very good manner.
When he was quite young.
Yeah.
A corner kick for Barça. Rafinha went straight for goal. It went off
Yeah.
of Valagnan.
For a corner
And
kick.
it'll be a corner kick for Barça. I do want to ask you, Marbrao, a question that you might have the answer to. Because it was something that I was thinking
Leo
about
was playing with
earlier
the
on.
defenders.
Saw the battle there between Lewandowski and Valderrama.
The fake. Oh.
He's preparing his dance
Incoming
for the
cross
rap.
by
Oh,
Rafinha.
still-
On the edge of the
oh.
box. Can Cazador shoot the shot by Cazador with his
Ah.
left high up into the sky? Marc, we don't see as many free kick goals as we used to. Not as Barca fans. I'm not saying that ever since Messi left we haven't scored free kicks, which is also true, but that's not what I'm getting to. You just don't see that many free kicks taken on the edge of the box in football in general.
Yeah.
I think. No?
It is true. It is true.
Is
to,
that? And I thought I read an article on it recently, and there are reasons why you don't see as many free kicks. I just can't remember what the reasons are. Do you remember any of this, Marc?
No, I don't remember, but maybe one of the reasons could be the level of the goalkeepers right now. That of course we do not see a lot of goals outside of the box.
No, but I am saying.
Yeah, free kicks. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that maybe before, on the other times of football, we were used to see more goals from outside the box. So now the teams are defending maybe more inside the box. They have more confidence in their goalkeepers, and maybe it's one of the reasons they don't press a lot. Another thing I think that we have to say that maybe the level of the players are increasing in other things and not in free kicks. But not a lot of free kicks considered. Yeah.
Exactly. My thought though was that. Careful there with Getafe's corner. There aren't as many free kicks taken.
No.
Not even attempts to take it, because I think teams are not fouling on the edge of the box as much. Maybe.
No, definitely. It's
maybe-
become more of a conscious thing,
Yeah.
probably now. But even when you get balls and opportunities that maybe you can score, most teams go for the play, for the rehearsed play, for the pass. Maybe it's because I feel like also free kicks and all these kind of things, you have specialists in them now. So maybe it's more of they try to create a play, whereas maybe before it wasn't as focused on, and you could have that it was a goal scoring opportunity for whatever it may be, but now you're trying to work it a bit better, be a bit more creative.
And I think now with also free kicks, they would put like the player behind the wall who lays on the ground. That like the defending has become more complicated.
Right, Barca pressing high. Cubarsí to Lamine
Lamine
Yamal.
Yamal on his left foot.
Lamine with a shot. Oh!
That was
So
the
close,
one.
and the save by Soria.
He
Wow.
had so much space on his left foot. That was it.
Did the goalkeeper get a touch?
Yeah.
Look at that shot.
It's a great save.
That was a
save
great.
by
Oh,
Soria.
what a
Great
save!
save by
What a
Soria.
save!
Does he want to come play for Barcelona?
And we have to say that after the corner kick, maybe the first substitutions will be made. The shark for Ferran Torres is going to the bench.
Soria is doing really well for Getafe today.
Coming cross by Pablo Torre, headed away by the Getafe defense.
Ferran will be the first substitution.
Oh,
so
look,
time,
Shark.
Got
time
those
for
shark
the shark.
emojis.
Remember,
Who do you put him on for?
he did not play last Sunday due to the red card.
Yeah.
He was suspended. So I think that our shark today will be very hungry.
Hungry shark. I don't like that this is 1-0. Any isolated action or mistake.
Oh, speaking of which,
Almost giving away the ball. It'll be throw in Barca. Any isolated action, any mistake can
Can be costly.
very costly.
As we almost saw there.
yeah.
Guarci all right? I saw him just grab his ankle there.
And he's been fixing his sock.
Is it just one of those when
I think-
you've
I
made a
think- I
mistake
think-
and it's like, oh, the ankle?
Yeah.
It's
But I
Okay.
think we're so traumatized that anything is just going to be
Any
Well,
injury.
a worry.
Also, like,
Who do you think will going to be substituted? I think that could be Pablo Torre and Rafinha playing in the middle.
yeah, I think that's the obvious choice.
If I'm being honest,
I think you need Lamin's magic. I would also not be unhappy to see Lamin go off.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that. I was like,
Get rested.
in a game like this where we've seen it so far, he's gonna keep getting fouled.
Yeah.
So I
Give
have
him
the
some
answer. In a few seconds, I will give you the answer. Ferran
Get him in the
Shark
ice tub.
will be in, but no, Hansi Flick saying that he prefers to keep the ball. And now it's Getafe ball, so for the moment, not substitution for the moment.
And someone needs to change their boots as well.
Yeah.
One of the assistants has been holding,
Yeah, he's
holding
been
on
walking
to a pair of
around.
boots for
For a bit
a
now.
couple of minutes now. I'm not saying that I want Lamine Yamal substituted, but
No.
No one
But
does.
I would be happy to see him.
The amount he's played, and he's
Off the
only
bench.
17. And in
seen
this
him
game,
hunted
Yeah.
down a couple of times now already.
Yeah. Especially right before the international break, he wasn't feeling 100%, and he played quite a lot in that international break. So I wouldn't
Oh, Balde.
give him a bit
Balde.
of rest.
Balde with a drive inside.
yeah.
Balde breaking free. Lewandowski out wide to Lamine Yamal. Inside the box is Pablo
Who's
Torre.
on the
Lamine
left
Yamal,
foot?
Lamine
Oh,
Yamal, Lamine
left
Yamal.
foot.
Trying to get open. Lamine
Ole.
Yamal inside. Lamine hanging on to the ball, going down. And
Yeah.
he drove himself into traffic and was unable to make any progress there. There was no clear option for him there.
No.
He was a bit hesitant.
Yeah. I think once he took the third touch inside, there wasn't much
look at
else
that
to do
switch.
other than try to go for
I
it
mean, he went in there,
himself.
he saw all these players in the white jerseys completely surrounding him.
Pablo
Can't
Torre.
have too many options.
Incoming
Oh.
cross by Pablo Torre. Two Barca players went down.
It was,
In that
it was
sequence,
a clear,
nothing there.
It was a clear fall over Rafinha, and the substituted player is Pablo Torres. So as we
Oh.
said, Pablo Torres out, Ferran the Shark is coming in, and maybe it has to mean that Rafinha will play as an attacking midfielder, maybe. So maybe it has to
We'll
be
see.
movement.
We'll have to see. Is Ferran coming off the left? Is Ferran staying down the middle? Round of applause for Pablo Torre and get those shark emojis out for Ferran the Shark for the Tiburon. Shark emojis on the live chat. I'll
Add some shark emojis.
there you go. I'll get them in there. Where the shark? There we go. Got it
And
ready.
two substitutions in Getafe. Aleñá and Yeyo Santiago are out. And place to that in. One is Borja Mayoral. We have to take care for him.
Yes.
He's one of the top scorers of the last season. Maybe he can fight. He could fight with Sorloth and Dobbik, but he was injured in the last part of the season. But he was making a great season with Getafe, scoring a lot of goals. And the other players to enter is Arambarri, an Uruguayan midfielder.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
we have
first
space
touch
there. We have
here.
space.
Eric Garcia running forward. Eric gets it to
Nice.
Lewandowski.
Ooh,
Lewandowski,
on the side.
Rafinha. Balde's out wide.
But sorry, but we have to take care seriously with Mayoral. One, I think it's
Yeah,
one
no,
of
no.
the best forwards of the league.
He is. He had a great season last year. Mark, I was going to ask you, but Barca was speeding up there. Hang on. I'll ask you the question once Barca are done attacking here. Incoming cross by Rafinha, punched away by Soria. And Getafe clear it away. So, Getafe nerd question.
Who's on the
oh,
floor?
there's a Barca player down. It's Lewandowski again. Lewandowski, hand on
The
ribs, stomach. I think
Collision?
like it was a collision, knocked the air out of him. Should be fine, I think. Let's
Just
see
give
the
him a
replay
second.
there. Lewandowski pushed by Jenny.
Into the
Oh!
a
Yeah.
boot to the ribs.
Boot to the ribs. Push by Jenny. Boot out by Soria.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I'm not sure whether something should be given here,
that's
but
gonna
hey.
bruise.
Mark, Getafe nerd question. You were saying we need to be careful with Mayoral, who became the fifth highest scorer, for Getafe in their history, do you know who the 4 players in front of him are, off the top of your head?
It has to be difficult. One, it has to be Dani Huiza, maybe?
No?
No, not Huiza. I
No.
remember that Kings Cup game. I think you cut me.
3 are very recent.
3 are very recent. So there's another fault and no yellow card.
Another foul on Lewandowski. I think this is highest scoring in La Liga, by the way.
These yellow cards.
As you know, Getafe is
What
not
yellow
one
cards?
it's not one of the teams I watch the most.
No, obviously. Manu del Moral, Jaime Mata, Ángel, and Enes Unal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ángel, it's sound for Barça, Ángel.
Yeah.
It's sound for Barça
When-
to be a
when
new
Martin
signing.
Braithwaite came.
But I remember more older players for Getafe. For example, I remember Uche. Today we have Cristantes Uche, but I remember Ikechukwu Uche.
Yeah.
I remember Dani Huiza.
Dani Parejo.
I said Huiza because Huiza was very close to be the top scorer that season. Was it 2008?
I don't think he was there very long, though.
He went to the Euros with Spain.
Yeah.
Dani Huiza.
But
And
did he go when he was playing for Mallorca already?
yeah, maybe it was 1 year after he left Getafe. Yeah.
Okay, we might be boring our fans here who want us to talk about Barca.
I think that just shows how the game is going.
Yeah.
Basically.
As you said, Jaime Mata is playing for the Liga. He's playing in Las Palmas. You said that one of the players are still in La Liga, and Jaime Mata is one of the new signings this season of Las Palmas. We have to be careful. Corner kick of Getafe, and as you said, only 1 goal of difference in the score.
Yeah, no. Carlos Perez is going to swing it in.
Oh, is it the same like the first corner kick by Rafinha?
I think this is worse.
Well, yeah.
This is even further off.
Maybe the ball's a little bit lighter today.
Potentially.
Maybe. It's the wind in Montjuic.
Yeah, players not calculating
That
today.
cold. The summer's done, so the wind changes.
Yeah.
Right, I think we need some positive energy, guys. Why don't we fill the live chat with blue and red hearts? Some Blaugrana hearts.
Let's
Blue
go.
and red hearts, please. On the live chat, we need love for Barca. We need support. We need something.
We need some spice.
to activate this game.
We need something.
Fill
There you
that
go.
chat
Fill
with.
with hearts.
Wow.
There you go.
That graphic. Oh. No?
Cross by Getafe. Iñaki Peña picks it up.
Montjuic is singing. He's trying to help the team to get another goal.
Let's go.
The live chat is filling it with hearts. Montjuic is singing Un Día de Partit. And the team are running forward. Here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski could be free to shoot. Lewandowski with a shot. It's blocked.
Person in the chat.
Almost responded there. Keep them coming, guys. Keep the blue and red hearts coming.
In the chat.
There you go.
Where are the flags?
Jordi.
There's one here.
Del Barça soc supporter, sempre t'animaré. Ale, ale, ale.
You are singing the same song at the stadium right now. You're singing at the same time.
Ale, ale, ale.
Okay, here we go.
See if this
We're
can energise the
scoring.
team.
We're scoring.
Eddie out wide to Lamine
Got the
Yamal.
energy.
Lamine. Extra touch.
Another tackle on Koundé. No foul, no yellow card.
Another. The thing is that all these fouls are off the ball,
Yeah.
and
So
if
many
there's
off-the-ball
if
fouls.
there's no yellow cards coming out, there's literally there's nothing stopping them.
Yeah, so Getafe just keeps doing it because they're like, there's no consequences.
Oh, there you go.
Blue
Bring it
and
up
red
as well.
hearts. Look at that.
You hear?
Yes.
The fans with a moment.
Oh, it's a miracle.
No.
It's
Ter
a
Stegen.
miracle.
Yellow cards.
First yellow
Yellow card,
finally.
Please. clap
Only
your hands.
70 minutes into
And he
the
acts
match.
like he's
And
surprised.
I have to say that all the stadium was celebrating the yellow card as a goal.
You have to.
Well, Arambarri with the
That's
yellow
a good-
card there.
Oi.
Into the left foot of Casado.
That could be
Red.
reviewed. How do you?
I think it wouldn't be reviewed because He does
Hit the ball.
hit the ball,
Yeah,
but
ever so slightly though.
very slightly.
Could
Right,
this
we were
be
talking about
this is a free kick opportunity?
exactly. We were
Oh.
talking about no free kicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Anthony.
It's Rafinha's ball.
No, I don't think
No.
Rafinha takes the ball and
It's a left
very
foot.
close.
The left foot free kick there.
Come on, Guppy.
Come on, Rafinha with the captain's armband. It seems a bit further out than it.
I literally just thought the same
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
So maybe not, but se puede, se puede, se puede.
Come on, Rafa. Rafinha with a shot. Ooh! The save
Nice.
there
That was
by
a
David
good save.
Soria, going down low to his right.
Soria's having a
Soria
great match.
Soria's having a
couple
good
of big
game.
saves in the
Yeah.
second half.
Yeah.
He's having a good game.
He turned page for what happened in the first half because the goal
Rafinha.
he considered a little bit present for us.
Rafinha with the cross inside, looking for the near post. Is there going to be a loose ball on the edge of the box? Lamine Yamal with the shot that goes over the crossbar.
Yeah, just about.
I think he hit the bar a little bit, maybe.
Let's see, let's see.
Crossbar.
Oh,
Oh,
it
he did.
Skimmed the bar there.
So 9 posts
Push you
in
with it.
7 rounds in La Liga. 9 times we hit the post.
I read a stat about this before. Let me look for it.
The post was MVP.
There was a stat that was ridiculous. By the way, who should wear the good luck cap? I think we need the good luck cap to
Let's
come
see.
back on. It's the red
Live
one.
chat. What do
live
you guys
chat.
say?
You decide. Let's let the people decide.
I think it has to be Mark Burrell.
We should send a cup with Mark one night.
Well, he had it. He had
Did
it in Girona, no, Mark?
No, the red hat was
No.
against Valladolid. No, against Valladolid.
Oh, against Valladolid.
Yeah. In Girona, I had another hat. It was that
I'm
Indiana
seeing my
Jones
name.
hat.
a
Remember
lot.
I'm
that?
seeing your name as well, Alex.
Yeah.
You're the chosen one.
I think I have to. Do I wear the same one though, or do I
The
change
red
it?
one. The red one is the lucky hat.
The one that you were wearing,
The
the,
first
Mario.
Yeah, the one that I was
The
wearing.
Mario
ear
one.
one.
Go for it, Alex.
Okay.
While I search for this stat,
Let's see.
It's your
this is it.
destiny.
here it is. Mark.
Here it is.
There you go. There's
Oh,
Alex.
Robert, you have a big head.
Yeah,
It's on like a full size.
Here it is.
There you go. Is that what you wanted, live chat? Is that what you wanted? The good luck red hat. Alex puts it on. Mark, the stat was Barca have hit the woodwork 8 times in La Liga so far.
Ooh.
The most by a team in the top 5 European leagues this campaign, and the highest number of times by a team in La Liga in the first 6 games since at least 2003-2004.
Wow. That's
There you go.
So
insane.
with tonight, it's 9 times.
Now it's 9 times. Now it's even more
Now it's
times,
even
yes.
worse.
Breaking the
Another
record each
tackle
day.
On Lamine Yamal.
Hey,
Woof.
come on.
It's good. Well,
No, don't play
this
advantage
referee
there,
is
yeah.
very bad. Very
How
bad.
can you give advantage?
Very
Like-
Rafinha, it's on Rafinha.
Make it make sense.
Rafinha, hand on face.
Is that a little? Oh, that wasn't even on the ball.
That's what they've done the whole game.
They're playing. Getafe
It's
likes
just
to play basketball,
like
don't
body
they?
blocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like the basketball blocks where you just stand
Yeah.
there. And just
Yeah, the screening.
body. It's like you don't really want to see. Like, what's the point of that? And again, it's just like they're going unpunished, so there's literally nothing stopping them from doing whatever they want right now to our players.
Can I explain a story on this referee, Robert? You let me?
Very
Briefly.
quick take.
He was very close to be relegated to second division, but finally, who was relegated was Figueroa Vázquez, who was yesterday in the VAR in Bernabeu.
Oh.
So what a big team!
No comment.
Right,
Oh.
Koundé running away.
Oh, he's
Koundé
getting.
holding off 2
yeah.
Getafe players.
He was definitely going to get kicked after that one.
I am disliking this game the most.
Yeah, Getafe is getting a bit aggressive now.
Yeah.
More than the first half.
And hey, I'd say they're being allowed to.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
You're
That's the
1-0.
thing.
You're 1-0 down. You know that
We have
You
news,
can't-
guys.
chance, one action,
Yeah.
We have
one.
news. Second substitution in Barca.
Pedri,
I
Pedri?
think it's Pedro. Yes.
I think it's time.
Yeah,
Next
I can
time.
confirm. It's Pedri.
I say, like,
Good
what I'm saying is,
interception.
you're a team, you have your style, you push the limit to where the referee allows
Definitely.
you to.
And
Absolutely.
they're being allowed to
They're
do
being
a
allowed
lot.
to. What have we seen? One yellow card?
It's an easy way to break up play. Like, obviously, you know, we're a team that like to have possession of the ball, and it's one of those things that teams get frustrated with.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to cut that off is fouling.
Come on,
And
I mean, that's what they've been doing to Lamal the whole
Back to goal.
time.
Lewandowski back to Eric. Eric Balde. I mean, it's just a whole forest of.
there's literally so many,
Getafe players.
so many white shirts.
Here's Koundé. Incoming
What a
cross by Koundé. Can
ball.
Lewandowski get there? No. Clearance by the Getafe defence. It's going to fall to Lamine Yamal. Here's Lamine.
Come on,
corner of the
Lamine.
box. Rafinha. Lewandowski all clogged up in the middle here. First touch by Eric Lewandowski goes down. No chance there. For
Interesting.
Robert Lewandowski. 15 minutes remaining.
We need this hat to work. We need. Should I adjust it?
Is this the right
You're
hat?
going to like rub like the
Should I-
genie's lamp
Yeah.
in Aladdin.
Makes
Should
sense.
we go on?
There you go.
Give it some rubs.
Gotta rub it.
Magic rubs. Okay, maybe.
There you go.
There goes my hair. All right, we're good now.
Now time for the substitution. So if you go quickly, maybe you can know who could be.
Pedri for Eric.
I have the answer. Oh, very surprising. It's Robert Lewandowski.
Oh, bah.
It's
Okay.
Lewandowski.
So
Big ovation for him.
Round
The
of
moment,
applause.
7 goals in 7 games scored against Getafe for the first time in his career. He's out, Pedri will get in, and now I
Finally
think
got
that
his goal.
Ferran will play as a number
So-
9. I
okay.
think that Ferran
Yeah.
will play as a number 9. It has to be.
Yeah.
Fill the live chat with the Lewandowski fists, guys. Our scorer in tonight's game, first ever goal against Getafe, 7th in La Liga. I don't dislike the substitution because Lewandowski was getting quite the beating in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
He needs rest as well
Yeah.
because there's another game coming on Saturday.
It's one of those games that's not worth it. Again, like we're winning 1-0. We have the 3 points. We have the clean sheet.
Now on Balde.
Another one. Otra y otra y otra y otra y otra. It's one of we're winning. We don't need to score more because you know Getafe
I would appreciate it.
winning. I would
Yeah.
appreciate at least one more to have that cushion. But Getafe aren't attacking much.
Yeah.
They're not really endangering that leads. And sometimes it's not worth sacrificing a player like Lewandowski, for example. Again, I do want to see Lamine Yamal leave, but again, there isn't many options to replace him either. But it's one of those games that you just accept
A
how
clean
it's
sheet
going.
and 3
and-
points is good enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's,
And hopefully no injuries.
Oi,
By Rafinha,
hola,
there we go.
hola.
He's ball inside the box. Oh, how did that not end in? Eddie Garcia.
¿Qué hace?
Oh,
Who was the first header by?
Cuarsi. Cuarsi couldn't
Eric
Why?
Garcia.
send the header in the goal. He didn't even connect with the header. And Eddie Garcia from point blank range sent it high over.
Ferran in the back was like,
Yeah, he hasn't gotten the ball too much.
no.
Another tackle. Íñigo Martínez is
Oh,
frustrated.
no.
Íñigo Martínez is
That's
frustrated.
a terrible tackle.
So
There's no
Rafinha is talking with the referee,
That
but
has
you
to be
cannot
a
talk.
yellow
We
in the
cannot
back.
talk. We cannot talk with someone. Yellow card for Rafinha.
Okay.
Yes. So
No.
now
Rafinha?
the captain cannot speak with the referee. This is not the rule. This is not the rule. The captain can speak with the referee, but the problem is if you are the worst referee of La Liga, you have to assume it. You have to assume that you are very bad, and this is the problem. That this referee maybe he doesn't know he's very bad. The worst of the league. The worst. Very, very bad.
Wow.
This is
Another
so...
foul. Oh, how
Otra
bad
y
he
otra
is.
y otra. There's
How
no...
bad he is.
No para, no para, no para.
How do you give a yellow card to Rafinha and not give a yellow card to literally all the late fouls that Getafe have done? This is...
We saw this happen yesterday, and
don't
I'm not
understand.
comparing, but we saw this happen yesterday with Real Madrid when Modric got shown the yellow card when he was the designated talker to the
Yeah,
referee, he was
yeah,
the captain, and they complained. Now it's happening with Rafinha.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of assigning only the captain
Yeah.
speaking to the ref.
Yeah.
It's so you avoid this.
I think what we do need to appreciate from the referee's point of view is, okay, you are the designated talker, but
There's a
there's
limit.
a certain tone.
Yeah,
or a
of
certain
course.
limit as
Of
well.
course, of
I didn't see how Rafinha went.
Yeah.
And,
I think he was quite firm about his
Yeah.
thoughts. So
But I mean,
I
it
do
makes sense
understand.
for this game.
Definitely,
you have to be. But you are very desperate when you have the worst referee of the league in the pitch. No. This is what I thought before the game, and I only said that the level is the level. But as I said, he was very close to be relegated, and this is for a reason, because he's very bad. He cannot manage the game. If the game is right now in this situation, it's because of him. You cannot allow the kind of tackles that Getafe is doing. If the captain is talking to you, you have to talk with him. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe Rafinha's forms are not the best ones, but it's the captain, it's the rule.
No, but it's the reason why Rafinha is like the way he is because the ref has allowed so many.
Well,
and it's not even
he's
like.
allowed it to get to a boiling point.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like it's the thing about it gets to the point where you're not protecting the players. And that's where for me is probably the worst bit. You know, there's blatant fouls of late tackles, late kicks. You know, Getafe players are clearly like it's very obvious that they're not getting the ball and they're getting frustrated. But you're not protecting the players.
Yeah.
I was looking for the comparison of something like very tedious to watch, and I think I found it. This game is like watching water boil. And
Yeah.
this referee has let the water boil. He's let the water get to a boiling point, and let's hope it stays where it is
We
right
need it
now.
to simmer down, please.
Exactly. We need to
Turn down the heat.
Turn down the heat. What will the score be at the end of the game? Is it going to stay at 1-0? Are Barca going to score a second? Or is it going to be 1-1? Are you pessimistic? Or you think Getafe might have a chance here? I'm going 2-0. I might even go 3-0. Two late goals.
Mira.
I'm going to go 2-0.
Lamin.
I think they can get one more, but obviously when it's like this.
I'm going to lead Lamin to get a right foot soon, please.
Here's Pedri. Out wide, Lamin. Lamine Yamal. Can he put the low cross in? Lamine Yamal inside. Oh, Ferran had already gone. Ferran had made the run already, and the pass was behind him. High press from Barca. Here's Koundé. Back to Pedri. It's so difficult. To go down the middle there. Rafinha with the switch over to Koundé.
The fact that our fullbacks...
Incoming cross by Koundé. There we go, Rafinha! Oh! I hope we don't have to remember all of these missed opportunities.
No. That was...
Best chance of the second half, Marbrau.
Yes. Well, maybe the Lamine Yamal shot before.
Well, yeah, true.
That was the...
No, the Eric Garcia one that he skied.
But that was a free header for Rafinha.
I have to say that I saw an image right now from the action...
He tried to do it himself.
I have to say that I saw an image, the action of Soria on Lewandowski, and I think it's a clear penalty. He put the boots in the stomach.
Yeah.
I think that as well.
I think it could have
because
easily
Lewandowski was
gone to
pushed. Ferran Torres trying to get it to Lamine. No.
Okay, I need to adjust his hat a little bit to kind of...
Not even the hat can break down.
That's what I'm saying. I think Mark Brau has to wear it.
Does it go back?
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, we'll try like this.
Go Rebel.
Should I do the rap? No, I'm kidding.
No.
It's your turn.
That's it.
I got let off the hook by the substitute.
You did. No hat trick.
We're careful here. The Barca losing the ball. High press from Cazador. Now, I think Cazador was the one who fouled Luis Milla there.
Let them have one.
Offside. It's a good thing that Mayoral slipped. He was offside anyway.
Who went down?
There's a Barca player down.
Is that Casado?
No, it's
Eric?
Cubarsí?
Cubarsí.
Oh, in the face.
No, elbow under the chin.
Right, we saw the flick reaction. Let's take a look at the flick reaction as Pau Cubarsí gets up.
You can't see the way he went in for the header there.
He went in for the header.
He was ready to play himself.
Yeah.
Frustrated.
He went in for it.
Put me in, coach.
A frustrating game, this one, but hey, let's see if we
Draw
can get 3 points out of it.
nice.
Anyway. Look at Cazador making the run forward there. Balde nearly knocked over. Balde hangs on to the ball. Lamine Yamal's on the left.
Let's just
Pass
say that
to
Getafe
Cazador.
players really want one of our
Look at the
kids.
switch by Cazador. No.
I have a great stats that Jordi is sending to me. Oh, I have to say that Marc Casado. Hey, what is happening with Marc Casado? What is happening with Marc Casado
Hey,
again
what's going on?
the pitch?
Oh, we can't see.
That was a corner.
While we are looking to Marc Casado, I have to say that Jordi sent me two important things.
Yeah.
Number of fouls committed by Barça today, 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Getafe 14.
Well, yeah.
Number of
Makes
yellow
sense.
cards, 1 for Barça and 1 for Getafe.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a clear corner that the ref decided to ignore entirely.
It was a clear corner, yes.
Robert, please. I believe me, it's the worst referee in the league. I know that you are not good when I'm talking of these things, but this is a fact. This is not an opinion. This is a fact.
Gerard Martin is getting ready to come on. I do wonder when we will next hear about the worst referee in La Liga. That
How
being
many?
another
How
referee,
many?
obviously.
Exactly. How many?
How many worst referees in La Liga do you think there are?
All of them.
This is the worst.
Careful here.
We should make a
We're only
ranking.
1-0 up. We're only
Oi,
1-0
oi,
up,
oi,
and
oi,
in
oi,
comes
oi.
the cross. Kubarsi clears.
It was an offside, isn't it?
Is he
Kubarsi
okay?
is cramping up.
Yeah. So his calf, that's kind of. It was offside.
There was no offside. There was no offside. Kubarsi is cramping up.
No.
Time to sub him out.
Kubarsi, I think that has rampas, Robert.
Cramps,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, has ramps. And now it's time to suffer. Casado is thumbing up the finger, so he, from the bench, they ask him if he wants to be substituted, but Casado thumbs up. So
He's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
4
This is a
minutes
worry.
left.
These late minutes. 1-0 up. Incoming cross by Luis Milla. The header over the crossbar.
It's fine. It's
Nothing
Is
fine.
there going to be a substitution, Mark?
yeah, of Getafe, but I'm looking to Gerard Martin, and there's another player. I don't know if it's Pau Victor, maybe. So from Getafe substitutions, Gene is out, and Diego Rico will be in. So centre back is going out, and Diego Rico usually plays.
Hector
as a
Ford and
left
Gerard
back.
Martin are the
No,
players,
Hector
Mark.
Ford. Hector Ford and Gerard Martin. Yeah, I said Pau Victor, but no. It will be the last substitution window for Barça.
I think it's going to be Kubarsi and Balde.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Because
Definitely.
Kubarsi was cramping up.
Definitely, Balde is touching his knee,
Oh.
Oh no.
but
my
no,
God.
but he's fine. I think that maybe it's just a hit.
walk off.
Balde
You're fine.
says
Everything is okay.
Balde is saludate. He says hello to Carlos
Okay.
Perez and Kubarsi. So Balde and Kubarsi are out,
Round of applause.
and Gerard Martin and Hector Ford will play for the last 2 minutes. And today it will be very important. The other time.
Round of applause for Balde and for Kubarsi and for the players who are coming in. Come on, last minutes. Gerard
Yes,
Martin,
yes, yes.
Hector Ford. Barca need to stay strong here.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. There hasn't been many. There won't be much extra time, would there?
No.
Well,
It's good-
subs.
It's
Or
good to
maybe
see.
Lewa down.
It's good to see a
I
young
don't think
player.
this ref will
3
add
minutes?
too much.
Maybe 3 or 4. It's good to see
2 or
a
3.
player like Casado, a young player like Casado, talking with his colleagues and put the finger on the head,
Says,
saying
"Coco."
head. It's like a small captain, Marc Casado. It was the captain of Barça Athletic last
Wow.
season, and he's
Think of your red
he's
lucky
a great
hat.
player. Yeah, has a great
Up
character.
here.
Up here.
It's the hat. The hat that hasn't really worked.
Right,
today,
that
though,
was
has
the
it?
last window of substitution, so we are going to finish the game with Iñaki Peña in goal, Hector Ford, Koundé, Íñigo Martínez and Gerard Martin, Eric Garcia and Casado in midfield, Pedri is the attacking midfielder, Lamine Yamal and Rafinha as the wingers, and Ferran Torres up front. Let's see, Ferran, can he win this battle?
Yes,
he
he
wins
can.
it on the turn, long
Oh,
touch by
heavy
Ferran
touch.
Torres.
Oi.
Now careful here. Carlos Perez gets behind Gerard Martin. Across comes Íñigo Martínez. 2 players down. Shot blocked. And
Nice.
the ball will be cleared.
Carlos Perez is complaining.
Of course he is.
Oh, the assistant referee is saying it's foul.
A foul by Ferran Torres there. And now We're going to go and see what happened
But
in the other
in a
box.
ga-
Nothing there,
in a
nothing
game
there.
like today,
Nothing.
Nada.
In a game like today, how can you say that this is a foul? Remember that the first one for Barca was that Lamine Yamal foul, and there's a Barca player with problems. I think it's Íñigo Martínez, maybe.
Well, there was that clash.
Yeah.
There was almost a knee-on-knee between Carlos Perez and Íñigo Martínez. I do believe that there's contact there, but it's after Íñigo Martínez.
But he goes for the ball. He touches the
no,
ball.
he touches the ball, he clears the ball, and then in the follow-through, there's contact. There's no penalty there, but
No,
I do believe
definitely
that they are
not.
both in pain because it looked like a knee-on-knee.
Yeah, that's painful.
Right, let's make sure that Íñigo Martínez is okay here because it seems like he's in clear pain, and we do not need any more injuries here.
And we
Oh,
don't
it's a
have-
knee-on-knee.
And on the side.
And we don't have more substitutions, and the four referees saying 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well, yeah, there's been so many subs, bit of time wasting.
Yeah.
5 seems fair. Is Íñigo okay? Is my main concern right now. We do not need any more scares. We do not need any more injuries. Íñigo
He's limping, but
is
at
limping,
least
but
he's.
it seems like he's.
I think there's just a hard
So is
knock.
Carlos Perez. Right, we should be fine here. Right, as before play restarts, I'm curious to see when we're going to get Spencer back on this show. So, Carlos, let's go. Let's go and see. Let's go and ask
Spencer, I think you mean the mannequin.
Let's go and ask the mannequin when Spencer might be back, because I mean, he didn't come for the last game. He didn't come on this show. Mannequin, do you have any clue, any idea when Spencer might be back on this show?
Now, I have it on good authority this time, actually, because he and I have been chatting. We've been WhatsApping a little bit. And I know for a fact, according to my sources, that this guy will be back for you on Saturday against Osasuna, but not before he does the international Partidazo feed of Rayo against Leganés. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I've disappeared, Carlos. I'm back here.
Where was the mannequin? He's heard some wind there.
The mannequin knows that that Spencer is coming
back
on Saturday for the Osasuna game.
He'll be back.
Sounds like a thrilling game, the one he's calling this weekend for La Liga. Rayo Leganés, he said.
Yeah.
More exciting than this.
I won't be this Saturday, Robert. I won't be.
Oh yeah. Mark's not joining us this Saturday. We're going to have someone else at El Sadar, and I have it on good authority that might be Pablo Bulls.
Oh.
Who is at Montjuic today, by the way, no, Mark?
Well, we saw him at the halftime. Maybe he ran a lot to try and arrive. So thanks for explaining them how magic is our show today, Robert. So from the halftime in Barca live, please, to the stadium in the second half.
Well, he is.
He's fast.
He's quite the athlete, Pablo Bulls.
He has long legs.
Maybe he has a twin.
Maybe he has a mannequin.
Oh.
Maybe there are two Pablo Bulls. Maybe he's a clone.
He's AI.
He's AI, yeah. AI Pablo Bulls.
I see you very quiet, and I'm suffering, guys.
Exactly.
I have to say that I'm suffering. And I don't know if we have to go until 6 minutes because we lost 1 minute.
I believe we'll have to go to 96.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while since we felt like this at the end of a game.
Yeah.
1 goal ahead. Now Getafe are the ones on the front foot.
But I mean, I think this was bound to happen. I mean, it's a long season. There's a lot of teams, and there's always going to be one of these games. You just have to be able to get the 3 points and stay consistent.
And Getafe are just one of those teams.
What a
But Lamine
ball.
Yamal finds Rafinha, tried to bring it down on his chest, and the touch was a little bit too long. And I think Rafinha is absolutely wiped out. And he felt like he couldn't make the extra effort there to get to the ball. Getafe once again attacking.
They don't bring up many
Coming
players,
across.
though.
The defensive effort there by Pedri. Barca having to grind this one out. And you need to do that every now and again.
It's one of those games.
Yeah.
Obviously nicer to win games 7-0, 5-1, 4-1. But
The 10-0.
You got to survive the 1-0.
careful incoming crosses. Oh, we're so lucky there.
Oh my
So
God.
fortunate there.
Borja Mayoral was very close to touch the ball.
No, he did. I think he did touch the ball.
That was
He did not touch well. He did
No,
not touch
exactly.
well.
that was great for us, but really, really bad moves from
I
them.
think Barca's very tired. Barca's tired, and
That was offside, by the way.
We have to be strong.
no.
Barca's
No,
very
he was
tired.
on.
It wasn't.
Oof. Oh,
We were very, very fortunate there. That was almost like you remember, Mark, in Vallecas, the Randy Enteca chance at the end.
I think that this is more clear.
Well, this one was clearer.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, this was-
Clearer,
this
it was
was-
clearer, yeah,
Iñaki
yeah.
Peña saw his life flash before his eyes.
literally.
Here's Lamine.
Oi, oi, oi.
Okay.
Hanging on to the ball. Bravo, Lamine.
Yes.
We have to take the ball. We have to take
Yeah.
the ball and don't
Yeah,
lose
we're
it.
just we're keeping
That's
possession.
what Pedri's doing. That's what Pedri's doing.
I don't know if Pablo González Fuertes, this guy, will put one more minute in the
He
other
will.
time. No, he did not put more. He says that the game is end. So before the 95th minute, Barca won 7
Vamos,
wins in a
7
row.
wins.
7 out of 7.
Wins in a row, 21 points over 21 possibles. The top leader of the league. So another win for Barca's Hansi Flick.
Thank you very
Vamos.
much, Mark. We'll come to you in the post-game with the interviews. The final scare there, as we'll see in the replay, as
Yeah.
Borja Mayoral had the chance to equalise, but he scuffed it inside the box. And
Luckily for
Barca
us.
finished the game 1-0 up. Quick thoughts, Natalie and Alex.
Frustrating match, but we got the 3 points and no injuries, we think.
Yeah. I think you just have to accept it as one of those days,
It is
one of those matches, one of those rivals. It is what it is.
that we will
Want to
probably
forget.
not remember at the end of the season, but 3 points
Hopefully not.
anyway. Robert Lewandowski scored the goal which gave Barca the win, and we are a perfect 7 out of 7 in La Liga, standing at the top of the table with 21 points, 4 ahead of Real Madrid. Right, we're going to take a couple of minutes to gather our thoughts, and we're coming to you with reactions, Hansi Flick's press conference, and highlights of this game. Stay tuned. Well, it wasn't pretty, but we got 3 points anyway. 1-0 against Getafe at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. It was the lonely Robert Lewandowski goal that gave Barça the 3 points to make it 7 out of 7 in this perfect start to La Liga. 21 points, and we stand alone at the top of the table. It was probably Natalie Baresi and Alexis Baceta, a game that we won't remember, but an important one regardless in our quest to stay at the top of the table.
It wasn't a pretty match between us not being able to play. You know, one of the things that we've praised from this team is the style of playing, the way that we've played, and this game wasn't one for that, essentially. You know, we grinded the win. There was a lot of fouls, so again, it wasn't the prettiest match. It wasn't a football match that you sat down and were like, wow. But we grinded the results. It was a 1-0. Obviously, we dominated the match. 3 points, clean sheet.
Yeah,
very nice.
Also, with
no injuries, as we know. So positives overall, but not the greatest match.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a long season, and these are the games that you need these 3 points, and these are the games that can help you win titles. And it's not entertaining, it's not fun, but the most important thing is winning and at least trying to play our style, even though Getafe wasn't letting us do that as much as we'd like to.
Definitely, you saw an idea there. You saw Barca looking for it. We had chances to make it too. A couple of good saves by David Soria. There was the Rafinha header that went out, the one that went sky high from Eric Garcia. There was also a scare towards the end, a late chance by Getafe that was missed by Borja Mayoral. We are waiting to hear from the first protagonist. They will be with Marc Brau in just a minute, but we had to grind it out. We had to grind it out against a side that hasn't won in La Liga so far, but a side that have their reputation, and we saw once again that well, they were loyal to the way that they play. Right, Marc Brau is standing next to one of the players that we've praised most during today's game, Jules Koundé, who had the assist for the only goal of the game.
Yes, and with Rafinha, the only player who played all the minutes, the whole 90 minutes during the 7 first games of the league. Jules, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches.
Buenas.
Bueno, partido duro, ya sabíais lo que os esperaba, un partido difícil ante el Getafe, un equipo que cierra muy bien las líneas, es un equipo duro.
Close their lines very well.
Satisfecho por el resultado.
You must be satisfied with the result.
Satisfecho por el resultado.
Yes, I'm satisfied with the result. Getafe are always a difficult side to handle.
Han encajado muy pocos goles.
This year they've conceded very few goals. We had a good game. We suffered a little bit at the end, but I think we controlled the game for 80 minutes or so. We just lacked another goal.
Has desdoblado bien a Lamine, has puesto ese centro, el portero no ha estado muy acertado.
The goalkeeper didn't get it right of your cross.
Abrir bien la banda no solo con los
But
delanteros,
opening up on the wings seemed to be key for you today.
Alejandro Valde por las bandas.
Sí, claro, el plan de partido era
The plan for the game
mover la pelota
was to
rápido. Creo que
move the ball around quickly. I think in the first half, maybe we struggled a little bit more than normally to do it quickly. And finding space allows more space inside. That's how we got the goal tonight.
Es espectacular, es uno de los mejores arranques de los últimos
This is one of the best starts for a season for a side. We feel good about it. I think we're mentally focused on each game, and the team are enjoying this, and it's a real pleasure.
English, what do you think was the key for tonight's game to win the 7th game in a row?
I think the key was to put intensity. We know that Getafe is a team who always play with a heart, with a lot of intensity. They win a lot of duels. So it was important to bring that energy, to bring that intensity, and then to let our game speak.
Muchas gracias, Jules. Enhorabuena.
Gracias.
The words of Jules Koundé, as I said, with Rafinha, the only Barca player who played the whole 90 minutes in the league and the whole 90 minutes in the Champions. So he played all the minutes this season. He's very strong. He said yesterday, Hansi Flick, that he's very strong, and I think he made a good game. He was one of the main players who was in the goal scored by Lewandowski.
Exactly, Jules Koundé, who came out with the assist there in a game in which Barca were without Ter Stegen, of course, injured, and Rafinha was awarded the Player of the Month of August award. before the game. A save by Iñaki Peña early on in this game, and that's the goal. Jules Koundé with the cross, which veers towards goal once David Soria's made the step out, and I think that's what makes it fumble it.
It was a teasing cross.
There you go. David Soria couldn't keep hold of it, and Lewandowski, who had never scored against Getafe, put the ball into the back of the net. 7th goal for Lewandowski in this league. He is the lone Pichichi, and there is that celebration by the Polish striker, the frustration for David Soria. Lewandowski could have made it 2-0, but there he was denied this time by the Getafe keeper. It was one of those tough games for Lewandowski when everything's clogged up down the middle. He has to battle a lot with the centre-backs, always receiving with his back to goal. Very difficult for him to turn. Barca had good opportunities in the second half. Lamine Yamal there, looking for the top corner, denied by Soria. Tough play, tough tackles by the Getafe players. A lot of intensity, they win a lot of duels, said Koundé in that interview. There, a hard tackle by Arambari on Marc Casado, and the free kick attempt by Rafinha, saved well by Soria, who had a very good second half, a very good game, I would say, apart from the mistake that ended up in Barca's goal. Here, the chance for Lamine Yamal.
That skimmed the crossbar.
Skimmed the crossbar, indeed. And
the one thing bad for us, good for Getafe, they did well to keep Lamine off his left foot.
Yeah, I was going to say his first game in a while without an assist or a goal.
Yeah.
Barca had more chances, and looking at the highlights now, they are quite deceiving, because you've seen that Barca came close to scoring several times. Here is a cross by Koundé, and a header wide by Rafinha when he had it all in his favour to put it into the back of the net, and you started to think, oh, is this going to be one of those games? Is it going to be one of those in which we're going to have to
there he is.
remember the reaction?
He would have scored. He would have scored.
Koubarsi coming up big towards the end of the game with that cross. Cramps for Koubarsi. It was a high-intensity game, and Getafe had this last opportunity. Borja Mayoral will have nightmares tonight. He'll be thinking about that one for the rest of the week, I think. A clear chance that he missed in front of Iñaki Peña. Ultimately, though,
there it is.
Hands up. That's in the air. Celebration by Íñigo Martínez in a game which, as I say, was a hard battle. But important that Barca managed to get 3 points. Important that we got the clean sheet as well. A confident save by Iñaki Peña, a confident performance from him. And that was important, being this the first game that we didn't have our captain, Ter Stegen.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, that last chance, maybe he could have come out, could have not. There was another chance. Obviously, could have done the same. But at the end of the day, it is, clean sheet. He came out of the box as well to meet the ball, kick it far. It wasn't the clearest kicks, but it was that confidence to be able to step out. He confided in himself, and I think that's important. Again, you can't expect him to be 10 out of 10 in the first games out. He has to build that confidence, and he showed today. He's there, he's confident, he's going to come out, he's going to come in. He played really, really high up the pitch as a sweeper keeper a lot of the times, because Getafe were so far back and we were so far forward that when the ball came, he was there. So there's a lot of positives to Iñaki. I think, kudos to him. He didn't have much to do, so he couldn't really prove himself, but I think there's positives to take out of it.
And the defence helped him as well. Koubarsi, Íñigo, a strong performance again. That defensive pair that's growing together. Obviously, because of the absences of Araujo, of Christensen. Koundé is a centre-back, but he's playing as a right-back. But those two are growing together, with Balde on one side, Koundé on the other.
No, I think they're really showing that they're a great duo. It's funny how one is like 33 years old and the other one is just a teenager, but they've made it work and they have a great connection, and they made today quite easy for Iñaki Peña until the end. That got a little scary, but they had that confidence to maintain, the calm, even though it's getting kind of crazy sometimes, and how frustrating this game was. But this is the moments that we need to have in this long season and important games like this, where you need to have these 3 points.
On the attacking side, Barca, I think, stuck to their idea. The connections weren't as fluid today. Part of it was we had Casado and Eric in midfield. That means you've got another kind of midfield in there. Pablo Torre wasn't able to become as involved as in the game against Villarreal. When Pedri came on, Yeah, you felt it in that when he did pick up the ball, he slowed the game down. He said, hey, let's try and move it around. But the Getafe players were always looking for that bump, always looking for the contact, always looking for the basketball block, we were saying. And that makes it very difficult to keep the game fluid, to keep the ball moving. And that ultimately did frustrate the Barca players during several stretches of the game.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Getafe, they stuck to the game plan in the sense that it was disrupting rhythm. And, that's probably historically, that's one of Barca's weaknesses. Just in the style of play, we like possession, we like dominating, we like fluidity of passes. And when that is cut off, you cut off a core, vein to our style of football. So Getafe did well on that, and unfortunately for us. But it was, again, I'm not entirely mad that we didn't get it, because, it's come that time of the season that maybe we have one of these games. But what I want to kind of point out is that we've had this game and we've won it. Because I think, in previous season we would have had this game and lost it.
Maybe that Mayoral chance goes in.
Yeah.
Or tied.
Probably, with the luck.
I was going to say, in the context of this game, where the Getafe players were always looking for contact, they were always on top. When either Rafinha or Lamine Yamal were picking it up, there was always two on them, chasing them down, knocking them over. The thing that I was impressed with, and it wasn't really a surprise because we've seen him do it game after game after game. Lamine didn't hide. Lamine wanted the ball. He wanted to go at them.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't going his way, he said, give it to me again.
Yeah, I think the more they pushed him down, the more energy he got. He was more frustrated. He was like, I want to impact this game. I want to find my teammates. I want to try shooting from outside the box or far away, or trying to make whatever cross I can to find my teammates. And you love to see that in a guy who's 17 years old.
Exactly. And Lamine continues to impress. You said, Natalie, that it's the first game in a while now that he hasn't had either a goal or an assist after that work of art that he had against Villarreal, but still a very impressive performance by the 17-year-old. Always looking to create there, as Marc Brau is standing next to one of the players who completed the full 90 minutes in today's game. That is none other than Eric Garcia. Marc.
And I will give him some extra points today in the player of the match votation. We are with Eric Garcia. Eric, què tal, com estàs? Bona nit.
Bona nit.
Bé, avui no ha estat potser el partit més brillant, però sí que ha estat ben treballat, no?
I brilliant game today, but you've got the objective.
Sí, totalment. Sabíem que seria un partit molt complicat.
We knew it was going to be a really difficult game. It's always tough to play against them. They're really tough. They're hard to defend well, and the calendar's pretty hard. 3 games in such a quick period of the time is always difficult, so it was a hard-fought victory. It isn't easy to play these kinds of games against sides who close up so well. Completely. We knew it was going to be like that. We knew they were going to try and play their way. Obviously, it wasn't the best game for us, but generally it was a good game for us. They had a good chance at the end to equalise, but I think we did well. And on Saturday we've got another one coming up. You played a couple of games in a row. Is it important for you as well that you're getting this confidence from the coach? It is important, I think, after that game against Monaco, the sending off, which was really bad luck. It's important to play 2 consecutive games. The important thing, though, is that we've won, and it's really special for me.
You said in Catalan, but what was the key for winning today, and how important is for the team to win 7 games in a row?
Yeah, it looks easy, but it isn't. I think the team is played on a really high level. Of course, today we suffer because we knew it was going to be tough against them because they defend well, they are strong. But I think the most important thing today was the 3 points, and we are happy for it, yeah.
Enhorabuena, Eric, gracias. The words of Eric Garcia explain in English the importance of winning today, and as you listen in Catalan, how important it is for him to play 2 consecutive games after the red card he received in Monaco, and to have the confidence of his coach.
Thank you very much, Marc. And yes, full credit to Eddie Garcia bouncing back after the unfortunate sending off against Monaco, playing in a position which is not the position he grew up playing. He's adapting fast to being in that midfield out of necessity as well, but because of his talent, his qualities allow him to play in that position full 90 minutes. And as he said, it helps that the team is winning.
No, definitely. At the end, I think he stepped into that role really well. I think he's confident in his abilities. He knows that he's capable of filling in that position that, you know, we're missing so much. But also he's really calm. He's a calm presence in the midfield. He's obviously a bit more experienced, a lot more experienced than Casado or Pablo Torres. So he gives that calm presence to, you know, he has Cubarsi behind him. So I think it's quite crucial, and he takes that responsibility, which is quite nice. It's, again, you know, these players are all taking responsibility and giving confidence to the team, and it's just a collective, you know, effort, and it's going really well.
We talked about it in the game against Villarreal, as we're seeing the highlights once again. There's the Lewandowski goal. Today, Iñaki Peña was the one who stepped in. Against Villarreal, it was Sergi Dominguez, Gerard Martin, Pablo Torre. Eric Garcia has been asked to play in that position and has recently been starting there in midfield, and everyone's responding. And that speaks well of the atmosphere that Hansi Flick and his staff are creating, and the system that they're building. It's making it about the system, not the players.
Yeah, I think what you see about this group is that they're so united, they get along so well. Like, a lot of them have grown up together from youth teams, but they're so well connected, the older players, the younger players, and they've been able to adapt to whether they need to change positions or adapt depending on how the game is going, and I think that's worked really well for the team.
It definitely has. There's the opportunity for Lamine Yamal. You mentioned some of these players have been playing together for years. Lamine Yamal, Cubarsi, all of these young players, even maybe if they're not the same ages, they've been around each other in La Masia. But then it's also about how they gel with the veterans, with your Lewandowskis, with obviously not now Ter Stegen, with your Rafinhas and all that. And that balance is working right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think
it's not easy.
No, it's definitely not. It's because, you know, a veteran player might think that, you know, they're too big for a young player, sort of say, but that balance, you know, the older players are going, you know, responding really well to the young players, and I think.
Right, let's interrupt this highlight because Marc Brauer is standing next to our head coach, Hansi Flick. All yours, Marc.
Yeah, in a few seconds we will talk with him. he was just hiding, watching something. I want to say what he's watching is secret. It's secret. Mr. Flick, good evening. How are you after the winning? You said it yesterday that it has to be a tough game, only 1-0, but the fans now are thinking over scoring a lot of goals. But the 3 points.
How many points gives the 1-0?
Is this the question I want to ask you? Is the same to win 1-0 to 7-0? So how important is to win today?
At the end, it's like we know that it will be a tough match, and they defend really well. And what I can say is I'm really proud about my team. They fight 90 minutes or 95 minutes. But also I'm very proud because the fans, they realize that we need them, and they give everything. So it's a good connections at the moment, and I'm really happy about that.
If we have to talk about one of the key of the game, how important was for the team to score in the first half, just to follow? Of course, maybe you have a lot of attempts in the second half. The hit the post of Lamine Yamal, great saves by Getafe's goalkeeper. So maybe the score is very short. But what was the key, do you think, today?
I think first, normally Eric can score a goal, or also Rafa. In the halftime we said, okay, we had one situation, we're doing really great. It was the goal, because we played very fast and passed in the right time. Eric dribbling very well and open the space on the side, and Jules overlap Lamine and then the cross, and yeah, it was this is what we want to play, but at the end it's Getafe, and I heard about that always the matches are like this, and so what I can say is I'm really proud of my team.
And the last one, 7 wins in 7 games in La Liga. I want to ask you if you imagine that, because maybe you have to answer that yes, you give confidence to the team. But how important is for the team with the new era, with you on the bench, to start this way?
No, it's always with 7 wins it's perfect. But at the end, it's also you also have to see that we make everything better. So today, I think from the mentality, we are really happy. We are really happy about that. And this is for me also a good point where we can increase and yeah, it's good. And again, I'm proud.
Thank you and congrats, coach.
Thank you very much.
Our coach, Hansi Flick, talking with us. Remember that we're going to listen to him in the press conference. Hansi Flick talking about how proud he's from the team. And as you can see, that he likes to make jokes. Sometimes we see him very serious, but he likes to making jokes. He said, how many points we get if we win 1-0? The same as if we win 7-0. So this is the point of view of Hansi Flick, saying that, of course, the team suffered, but he's very proud for the mentality.
Thank you very much, Mark. I do hope that Hansi Flick does not become a pragmatic and starts going for the 1-0 philosophy there. I'd much rather see the team that won 5-1 in Villarreal or 4-1 in Girona. But
I do want to say, we talk about the connections on the pitch, but I think Hansi Flick and Marc Brau, they're generating something there.
There was something there.
Yeah, no, I think there's something brewing there. I think there's something brewing there as well. Hansi Flick always seems very pleased to see Marc Brau there in the press area. There is the reaction to that goal.
It is.
It's a very the most energetic we've seen him celebrate a goal. Hansi Flick.
How many games do you think it's going to take for Hansi Flick to say vamos?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it comes
come?
out instinctively. But what I was going to say, or what I got from the answers he gave to Marc Brau there in that post-game interview is that while he was coaching Bayern Munich and the German national team, maybe Hansi Flick knew little about Getafe. Now he knows a little more about the dark arts of Getafe.
It's like the rumors are true.
The rumors are true.
I've heard
most
it.
definitely. Credit though to Hansi Flick once again to get his team performing to a higher level, getting the best out of every single player, and to get them to gel together.
Yeah. I like. Go ahead. I like his positivity on a tough match. It's quite easy, it's quite easy. You could have talked about the ref. You could have talked about, the way Getafe played, but he came out there, he's like, I'm proud of my team, and 3 points is 3 points, and we managed that. So I quite like that general positive attitude from Hansi Flick.
Well, he is a no excuses guy, because even yesterday in the pre-game press conferences, he got a coughing fit. And he was offered the chance of saying, "Hey, no, look, let's stop this here." And he said, "No, I need to continue. No excuses."
It's very German in that way.
Well, yeah, exactly. We're waiting for more reactions to come from the press area, and of course, we want to hear what Hansi Flick has to say in the press room as well. Marc Brau now standing next to Pau Cubarsí. Marc.
Yeah, I don't want to sing this. Maybe
really
at the end of the season. We are next to Pau Cubarsí. Pau, què tal, com estàs?
Hola, molt bé.
Bé, 1-0, heu patit una miqueta al final, però s'aconsegueix l'objectiu, 7 victòries consecutives d'un inici de Lliga.
Consecutive wins.
Sí, és un inici de Lliga espectacular.
It's a really spectacular start to the season. We played well, and we'll try and continue like that. Getafe are always a side who are tough defensively. It's always difficult to score goals against them, but we tried to hold on to the scoreline after we got in front.
No va ser fàcil tampoc mantenir tota la concentració defensiva amb un equip que apreta tant, que pressiona
tant, que no té gaires ocasions. They don't have too many chances, but they did it towards the end. But you learn from these games. You always learn from these games. Getafe are always waiting for your mistakes, so you have to be focused for every minute of the game.
Jo crec que en aquest àmbit hem d'estar molt segurs.
Vull preguntar-te per aquesta relació que esteu tenint amb l'Íñigo Martínez.
I want to ask you about the relationship you have with Íñigo Martínez in the defence.
Com penetreu millor, com està sent fer aquesta parella amb ell?
Sí, és una persona que t'ajuda tant.
He's a person who helps you a lot, both on and off the pitch, so I'm really secure with him in the defence. I think that's mutual. We understand each other. I think it's really good.
Com ha estat en el primer partit de titular de l'Iñaki Peña a la porteria, acabar amb la porteria 0?
What's it like with the change of Iñaki Peña coming in and Gay in goal? It must be important to get the clean sheet as well. The objective is always to starting off to getting the clean sheet, because the goals will come. And it's good to have Iñaki in, but it's also a pity that Marc is injured. We've got full confidence in Iñaki Peña.
Well, Paco Barça talking about Iñaki Peña and the relation that he has with Íñigo Martínez. I think that they're making a great team in the centre-back position. Íñigo Martínez and Paco Barça. Sometimes I think I don't remember that he's only 17 years old. And 1 year ago, he did not play any game with Barça. So it's incredible the way that he's growing up.
Only 1 year ago, Pau Cubarsí had not played a single game for the first team. Wow, that's mind-blowing. Right, Mara Brau, Hansi Flick has not stepped into the press room, so I'm going to kick it to you for your MVP votes. Is Pau Cubarsí in those votes?
It could be, but finally I left him out because I think that there's other players that today was more important. I have to say that it was difficult to give the points for them, but I will give 3 points for Robert Lewandowski because if you win a game 1-0, and you score the goal that gives you the 3 points, it has to be the MVP of the match. So I will give 3 points for Robert Lewandowski. And as we said in the quiz, no goals against Getafe in the previous 4 games played. So first goal against Getafe, it gives us 3 points, so it's important 3 points for him. I will give 2 points for Eric Garcia. I think he played very well as a holding midfielder. Today it was not easy, with a lot of Getafe players pressure him, so I think he deserves it. And I will give 1 point to Marc Casado because I love him, the way that he's fighting, the way that he received falls, and he did not say anything to the referee. So I think that Marc Casado got another point for him. Maybe other players, for example, like Íñigo today, deserve it. I don't wanna say something about it, but okay. I think that these players deserve it. So remember, next Saturday another game. Barça 4 points up to Real Madrid. Important round next weekend because it's a game between Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid, and Barça play before them. Barça will play at Saturday. I won't be there, but I will follow, of course, Barça live. I don't know if I'm gonna be here like a mannequin. I have to discuss it with Robert. We will have to think about it. Maybe with the quiz, maybe with the secret numbers. But of course, I will send all my energy for Barça to win the 8th consecutive game.
Okay, thank you very much. But no more interviews, no more players?
No, I think that already we have everything. If you want to talk with somebody, I can talk. But if Paul gives the image, there's nobody here.
There's nobody.
As you can see. As you can see, there's nobody. Yeah, nobody.
Okay, we'll leave it at that, Mark. And
bye.
Bye, Danny. Danny Prats is there as well.
Yeah, Danny Prats is there. Yeah.
Okay, right, Mark, thank you very much. We won't see you at the weekend. We'll see you for the game against the Young Boys. Right, Hansi Flick is not in the press room yet, so we're going to do a speed round of man of the match. Alex.
Yes, it was quite hard because obviously there wasn't any standout plays or goals. Obviously Lewandowski scored, but I think Lamine Yamal, I gave it to him because of the amount of touches that he had on the ball. He didn't assist, didn't score, but he had that clear opportunity on his left foot. He had, that energy. He took the fouls again, didn't talk to the ref, as, Mark said about Casado. Lewandowski obviously scored the goal. I thought he was involved in a lot of the attack as well. And Koundé, I thought, with Lamine Yamal, he cut inside a lot to create that space for Koundé. Koundé was probably, for me, the second player that was on the ball quite a lot. Obviously, they were going down that left wing a lot. And he defended well, he attacked well. Obviously he had that cross to Rafinha on the header, so I think he was quite key in attack and defense. So that's kind of that. And it was hard because obviously the match that it was, but I think those 3 players for me stood out.
Natalie.
Well, my number 1 was Koundé because I think, like you said, he helped score the actual goal, but I think also when Lamine Yamal was being covered by all these defenders, he was able to find that space and create some kind of danger, and was also able to go back when he needed to defend. And I think today the defense was so important, so I'm going with 2 points for Martinez because his connection with Cubarsí was so well, and he was willing to put his knees on the line for the clean sheet today. And then Lewandowski, of course, scored the goal that gave us the 3 points.
You score, you have to get in the top 3 at least. Right, my votes for man of the match, as we're still waiting for Hansi Flick to step into the press room. I went 3 for Lamine Yamal, as I said before, as you said, Alex, as well. He always wanted the ball, in spite of being tackled and hacked at the end of the game against Villarreal, and Getafe picking it up where Villarreal left it. Lamine Yamal always wanted the ball. He was proactive. He was trying. It wasn't going his way, but he wanted to lead. He wanted to be the one creating for Barça. He had a couple of shots. One hit the crossbar. One was denied by David Soria. So 3 points for him. 2 for Lewandowski, the goal scorer, and 1 for the hustle of Marc Cazador. We're going to leave it with the votes there. The man of the match votes with 8 points for Lewandowski, who is our man of the match. And we're going to go over to the press room to listen to what Hansi Flick has to say to the media. Stay tuned because we've got highlights coming back.
Si us comencem, Mireia, com vulguis.
Funciona? Ara sí. Mireia Ruiz en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Són 7 partits de Lliga, són 7 victòries, però avui és la victòria més curta del Barça. Què creus que li ha faltat al Barça
slimmest
per
victory?
fer
What do you think you lacked to score more goals against Getafe?
No, at the end, we knew it before we have the match, and a lot of from the club said that's normally always so tight against Getafe. In the first half was like that we had not the speed in our combination, in our passing, and this is maybe why they always were able to close the spaces. But what I can say now, because it's for me very important that we fight 95, 96 minutes, and I'm proud about that because the team not only play football, they also are able to fight with a fantastic mentality, and also proud about the fans because today they realize that we need them, and they do a great job, the same like the players did.
Hola, míster. Aquí Marta Ramon en directe al Barça Jugar a RAC1. Sortint una mica del partit, a les últimes hores hem sabut que el club està parlant amb el porter Chesney perquè vingui a reforçar la porteria. La intenció és que el porter que vingui a ser el substitut d'Iñaki Peña o que vingui a ser titular. Gràcies.
So now I only speak about players we have in the team, okay, in the club, and Iñaki is our number one, and we have a clean sheet today, so we are all happy about that, and we have 3 points more, and this is at the end what counts, and can say I'm really happy today.
Hola, mister. Buenas noches. Hola. Adrián Albets en directo para el Carrusel Deportivo y el larguero de la SER y Moguts de SER Cataluña. Insistiendo en este asunto,
I want to insist on this. I know you don't talk about players who aren't here, but we want to ask you about the possible signing of a goalkeeper. You said there'd be a meeting.
No hablamos de nombres, pero quería saber por qué
we won't talk
se
about
toma la decisión de fichar a alguien ahora.
Why would there be that decision made?
No, it's like we have Iñaki is 25 years old, and the other guys are really young players, and if something happened, I think we also need experience, and then this is why we're talking about that, and we speak, Deco and I and Bojan, we discuss about that, and so we will see what happens.
¿Qué tal, Hansi? Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Me alegro. Ya vas mejorando con el castellano. Sí, ¿no? No es la pregunta.
I try.
Bueno, Lewandowski, 7 goles,
7 goals
7
for
victorias
Lewandowski,
en 7 jornadas de Liga.
and 7
el otro día
wins
en Villarreal nos decía que ahora le centran más en el área.
He was
¿Crees que la
focused
clave
more in
del
the
cambio
area. He
es
was
que le
more
buscáis más? Que le mandáis, le
in there in the middle. Is the plan to send the ball into him more often?
Yeah, like he's for me the best number 9 in the last 10 years, and his job is in front of the in front of the goal, in the box, and he's doing really great about that. And also, he has players around, they can give the last pass, and this happens also today. So when we look at the goal, it's very fantastic. It was the first time in the first half when we play really, really fast and with 3 passes and score then the goal. And this is what we want to see. But at the end, it's like, yeah, I'm happy, and I also said it's to the team. Don't take care about that, that we don't play or had this performance we did before. But they fight, and they have a good mentality, and this is good to see. And so we have 3 points more. Tomorrow we're looking for the next match, and it comes in 3 days. So we have to recover. We will do that.
Buenas noches, Mister Alfredo Martínez, en directo para Radio Estadio, noche de Onda Cero. Es el día que más ha sufrido en el banquillo.
Is this the day in which you've most suffered in the Barca dugout?
¿Y qué ha pensado cuando en la última
What do you think when on the last move you could have dropped 2 important points?
I think we had deserved the win. We also can score. I think Eric can score, and also Rafa with a header. At the end, it's like that, 1-0, clean sheet, and it's good. But it was a tough match also for us on the bench.
Buenas noches, Mister. Aquí atrás. Josep Capel de Radio Nacional, felicidades por la victoria. Partidos como este, tan ajustados en cuanto al resultado y con el espíritu que muestra el equipo, a veces te pueden servir más, pueden servir más al equipo que incluso a veces que partidos que acaban con goleada. Gracias.
I think so. When we analyze the match, and it also helps us when the team played really in defense so deep and very compact, like Getafe did it. I think it helps us. We will analyze this, and we also said in the halftime that we have to increase our speed with the passes. It was necessary, but yes, you're right. Sometimes it's the better result to analyze everything and to keep the players on this mood that we always have to give the best what we can.
Pol Ballús. Sí, bona nit, Hansi. Pol Ballús per The Athletic. Et volia preguntar per Eric Garcia.
I want to ask you about Eric Garcia.
Fa 2 partits que juga els 90 minuts
played
com a
2 consecutive 90 minutes.
Si li has vist alguna progressió, alguna
Have you seen any progress or improvement from him?
En general, amb aquesta nova
and what do you think about him generally?
What do you think? I also. This is really good to see, and he's really doing well. He has a match in Monaco. Was really, he got the red card. Then we played in Villarreal. Was the first match also for him after on this not on this position, only 10 minutes in Monaco. But today was also with Casa. We have to also to speak about him because they're doing really great job in the defense, and for me it's I'm fine with that how he's doing.
Hola Hansi, felicidades por la victoria. Alex Pintarel de relevo. Yo te quería preguntar por el rendimiento del equipo. Si te esperabas, con el campeonato prácticamente iniciándose, este rendimiento tan alto.
If you expected it to be so high so early on in the season.
You mean today or the whole season? Yeah, we worked really good. So it's we train hard. We also worked on the idea how we want to play, and I think I always said this. I always said positive things because the players they know how to play play football, how to play in different positions, and how they give the right pass in the right moment, and it's really perfect, because you can see the quality of every player with the ball, and I think it's also good about the match for today, because really we need a good defense today, and this is also what we need, and where we can improve a little bit more. So for this result, 1-0, 3 points, so we can learn a lot about that.
Hola Hansi, Juli Claramunt en directe al Twitch de Gigantes. Congrats again on the victory. We've seen Ansu doing a warm-up almost all the second half. Is he still 100% fit?
Ansu, you speak about? Yeah. But this match today was really tough, and so we decided to bring on other players. But he's good. He can normally play, but for today, so we decided that we need other players.
¿Qué tal, Hansi? Adrián Regas para el 10 del Barça. Hoy hemos visto a Lamine Yamal en una posición más centrada de lo habitual y a Koundé cogiendo mucha altura, llegando muy arriba. Quería preguntarte a qué se debía este planteamiento y también preguntarte si crees que Lamine Yamal, siendo un jugador que es, las condiciones que tiene, el crecimiento que está teniendo, si con el tiempo acabará jugando más por dentro que por fuera. Gracias.
Do you see Lamine Yamal playing more outside or inside as an interior striker?
Likes to play on the wing, but in our match plan today, so also we know that it will be very tight in front of the goal from Getafe, and we show them the spaces where we have to play, where we have to. They occupy the spaces, and so sometimes he goes inside, and normally he has everything to play really good in this position, and this is why we for today we want him also to be inside.
¿Qué tal, Hansi? Nacho Jiménez para Más que Pelotas. Primero de todo, enhorabuena por la victoria. Te quería preguntar por Jules Koundé.
I want to ask you about Jules Koundé. You hugged him at the end of the game. The goal came from his assist. What do you think about his performance at fullback? He seems to have consolidated himself in this position this season.
Jules playing also in the same position in the French national team, so this is. He's unbelievable, because he's really 100% fit. He's really doing every 3 days this performance. It's really good. You don't have to think about to change him for take him out or like that. And he loves it to improve, to increase, and this is good to see. But not only he, also I think Ini, he's absolutely leader. He's a fighter, and what he's doing about 90 minutes, and you can also see that at the end he suffered a little bit about maybe some hits or what else, but it's great, and this is also what I said to him. It's good to have him, because he's absolute leader.
Última pregunta, Jordi. Guten Tag, mister. Felicidades por la victoria, Jordi Blanco de ESPN. De aquí 3 días, lo ha dicho usted, juegan en Pamplona contra Osasuna.
You've got a game coming up against Osasuna. If you win, you'll have gone 8 consecutive victories, which will be the best ever start for Barca in the league. When you arrived, did you imagine that things would go so well?
No. I had no idea when I started that there's with 8 that you have the record, but I don't care about that, because we said always when we start the league, we say, okay, we think step by step to the next match, and this is what we are doing also with Osasuna, and we don't care about the next match, so it's only focused tomorrow. We focused 100% in Osasuna, and this is our job, what we want to do, but I don't care about that. I don't care about records or like this.
Gràcies, bona nit.
Okay, good.
There you go, the press conference of our head coach Hansi Flick, and the last time we're going to show you the highlights. In La Liga, there's Barca's goal, the cross by Jules Koundé, and Robert Lewandowski putting the ball into the back of the empty net after the Getafe keeper David Soria fumbled it. One of the things that I liked about that press conference with Hansi Flick, he says, he was asked this leading question, saying, are these games almost like more important because you win, but you can draw conclusions and you can go back to the tape and see, analyze. It's easier to analyze and correct things when you've won 1-0, when you've had a tough time, rather than when you win 7-0 like against Valladolid.
Yeah, and it's definitely true. You know, you win 7-0, and you know there's always something to work on. But when you win,
but what are you going to tell the players?
Exactly. Like, you know, you could have scored one more, you could have scored two more. Like, you're not going to say things like that. But this is like, it's probably the most frustrating, aside from the Monaco match. Obviously, this is probably the most frustrating game that we've played so far, because it's cut off what we've been praising, and it's the style of play. It's this fluidity and the comfortness and the confidence in the players, and it was literally just cut from the root today. And it's one of those games that you have to know how to manage. And again, you know, maybe last season, a few seasons ago, we would have lost a game like this, or at least drawn it. But today, you know, we went forward, and I think Hansi Flick, you know, all credit to him. But it is, you know, there is a lot to improve. Again, there's not much else you can do, but...
Which is natural with 8 games played,
yeah,
with a new head coach, with so many injuries, with youngsters coming in. It's natural that things aren't like clockwork, although they have seemed like clockwork.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're going to have little bumps in the road, and that the team are still learning how to play under their new head coach.
Yeah, I think it's amazing with a new head coach, all these injuries, the fact that we're trusting so many young players that we've still managed to get 8 wins, and most of them being quite like confident, big wins.
Yeah, and it's very easy to get carried away.
Yeah,
and it's great to get carried away. It's a great feeling, and ultimately we're at the top of the table. But there are going to be these little bumps in the road, and you're going to have little scares. And
it's comforting today, particularly. It wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that we played a bad game.
No.
Yeah, people will see this 1-0 versus Getafe and say, "Oh, what happened?" But if you look at the highlights, there was attacking.
Every great Barca team had its nemesis in the great teams, and had its team that it had rock fights with. And Getafe has been like this for Barca for years now, regardless of the coach. They have a style that's very uncomfortable to play against. And when you want to be exuberant and play the quick passing game like Barca, it's very tough to do so. Anyway, 1-0 win for Barca, 7 wins out of 7, and on we go in La Liga. Saturday, it's El Sadar, it's Osasuna, another tough ground. Alex, Natalie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great win.
Not bad. Happy. 3 points out of 7.
Hopefully no injuries.
Okay. I'll see you guys in the near future. From us here at Barca Live, this is all today. We'll see you on Saturday for the game against Osasuna. Thank you very much for watching, and Visca el Barça.